narrating. Boom, and then skip, and that should be that. Yes. Okay. The sound of croaking toads melds with the night ambiance of the swamp. Fireflies hover among the lazily swaying reeds above pools of still water, their glittering lights reflecting in the mirror surface. Our story continues as we focus upon a small hut resting deep within the muck fields. Light from the warm hearth flickers through the windows, and smoke rises from a cobblestone chimney, catching moonlight. Inside, our heroes take rest under the care of Susan, the witch of the swamp. Tonight's menu: freshly caught frogs roasted with sweet herbs and served in mushroom broth alongside a medley of boiled potatoes, beans, and bitter greens. A mug of Susan's finest swamp beer to wash it all down as well. What goes into the making of swamp beer remains a mystery. Susan has just finished brewing up a couple of potions for you all. 2 potions of healing that she wraps together in a little care package inside a woven basket. Let me just load up the map for you guys. There we are. As you all are enjoying your dinner, does anybody want to open up the session? Or I'll just continue narrating.
You can continue narrating.
Susan exchanges a few chittering words with her beetle companion before going, "Oh, yes, that is a good idea, Nono," and turning to you all. "Just as a rose only blooms thanks to the many kindnesses of the soil, so are we all connected in a great web of kindness. I have a friend who resides in Winnowing Reach, and I have prepared a little gift for her. I made sure to stuff it into your care package here I prepared for your journey back." Susan hands you a woven basket, within which, in a bundle of tight cloth, you see a velvet pouch full of multicolored seeds and kernels that rest beside the 2 freshly brewed healing potions with corks at their tops. "The potions are a gift for you, a gesture of thanks for all your aid. I have also included my amulet to serve as proof to that pesky magistrate. Hopefully that will put him at ease and have him leave me at peace. Would you be a dear and deliver the seed pouch to my friend Bagel? She runs a small plot of farmland on the edge of the research outpost, supplying the residents with fresh vegetables year-round. Surely you'll find her there."
The edge of what town?
At the edge of Winnowing Reach, you runs a small plot of farmland.
Okay.
Yeah.
What should we say to the guy that got us here to kill her?
We can just say she's dead.
Oh,
Could we
yeah.
try to convince him maybe that she's like
Don't we have the proof he asked for?
True. Right, she gave us the necklace ring thing or whatever. Okay. So then we got everything we need, unless you guys want to do ocean adventures.
I do.
Yeah?
You
Ocean
mean
adventures?
drugs?
No? You guys want to get some crocodile eyes? Is that what you want to do? Jungle wanted to get crocodiles, so big potion healing.
That's good, yeah.
There's a small collection of pools due north of my hut, where I usually get my crocodile eyes, usually from those who have already passed into Titan's sleep. But should you require a life specimen, you will surely find one there, yes.
Oh, get eyes without killing. Let's go.
Alright.
Jungle gets his stuff ready to go.
As Jungle gets his stuff ready to go, if any of you guys want to do any last minute business with Susan before you leave, you may.
I want to wish her goodbye. And good travels.
And to you as well. May we meet, I imagine, sooner than later.
Oh, Susan, do you know any bird calls?
I mean, I'm not an expert at them.
Oh, that's a shame. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Do you know any bird calls?
Yes.
Would you do a demonstration for us?
I can't do it in real life, but I know how to do it. I just can't make it. Yeah, it's not gonna happen, sorry.
Cool. Okay. Anybody else? Any last minute business before we move on?
Nope.
Okay. The air outside of Susan's hut is tainted by a certain stench. Specifically one coming from the pink-furred demon caged 20 feet away. Sunset has drained out from the sky overhead, sheathing the woods in shadow, and the demon's tiny eyes reflect a moonlight like two pearlescent beads in the dark. The demon is docile and passive in your presence. Puffs of pipe smoke still bloom forth from its nostrils and mouth in thin, twisting clouds. From time to time, the thing giggles to itself stupidly.
Huh.
Okay.
Sorry, ordering dessert.
Where do you wish to travel from here?
I
we
guess
getting
crocodiles would
crocodile
be nearby, right? So I guess we'll just walk sort of to the north, west a bit.
Sure. As you traverse sort of to the north, the treacherous sunken path back to Winnowing Reach, your foot catch on something immersed in the mud. It looks like a bizarre, silvered blanket interwoven with many metal plates. This sheet is about 30 inches wide and runs for many feet ahead, submerging and re-emerging from the wet swamp soil ahead.
Can I examine it?
Sure. What are you doing to it?
I thought. Pick up the end that we can see, if it's able to be picked up.
Yeah.
And see if I can determine what kind of cloth it's made out of, or in the metal, perhaps.
Sure thing. Do you mind doing me like a nature check?
Yeah, nature check.
Thanks.
The thing you think I'd be good at.
This.
Wait, did you not take?
This is in fact shed snakeskin. The skin keeps going for another several dozen feet ahead. It looks freshly shed. The scale's dull color suggesting the skin is merely days old. It looks like it can be like rolled up and kept in a bag if you roll it up nice and tight. And
Well, I do have a scroll case.
yeah.
Big snake skin shed.
Would anyone mind if I started to roll this up? We could make some
Is it-
profit off it.
Is it gonna fit in your scroll case?
Yeah, go for it.
I'll make it fit.
Okay.
I would like to roll up the snakeskin for the 7,000 miles that it goes for.
Well, not so much 7,000, but you do roll it up into a nice thick roll, about a bedroll thick, that weighs a solid 10 pounds in total. A lot of flesh.
Oh my.
A lot of flesh. Snake flesh. Ew.
10 pounds, was it?
Yes.
Can I search around the area to make sure that maybe that snake isn't around? Or if it is, maybe.
Sure. A brief perception check as you walk around.
Brave or
You-
nature?
Sure, you can do nature as well.
Okay, hold on, let me find it.
You find the obvious signs of previous travel of this creature. You note a curious thing about its tracks, whereas snakes usually leave slithering tracks of sort. Something accompanies it. A friend, perhaps, or prey, or predator. Something that left little dots in the mud, here and there.
Ooh. How close are the dots?
They seem to be dead on its tracks, as if it was either being followed or
Oh, no, I
being.
meant are there like what's the space in between each of the tiny dot tracks?
Seems to be
Like
inconsistent
big
and,
building.
and random, as if being poked around all throughout.
Maybe stilts?
So there's no discernible like pattern, like distinct repeatable pattern.
It doesn't seem to repeat, no. Seems to be more situational to the terrain, adjusting to it. As if you were on stilts, many stilts, and you were trying to navigate your way around a swamp carefully without stepping on certain sections of the swamp.
Giant spider.
Also, Hunter, because you rolled such a high nature check, I'm gonna give you the medicine part of this as well. You would know from your survival skills and such that snakeskin of this nature can be used in ointments to relieve sores, abscesses, boils, itching, or scaly skin, as well as aiding healing in general. Potions and healing applied with these, with this skin to it, are extra potent because of this reaction.
That's good.
Cool.
I'm at. Yep.
Added that to its thingy. Thank you.
That's cool.
Could I determine what might have made these tracks with a nature check? See if there's any like splinters or residue left in the holes.
You find no wood residue or anything like, but you do find a little bit of a fuzz embedded. Fur-like, fuzz-like. You're not too sure what kind of hair this is, but it is dark and
Is it stiff?
sort of. It bends. It has a certain bend to it, but it's not like hair. It's more like prickles that have shed from whatever was walking.
I'm thinking giant spider.
It could be a centipede.
Either option seems very plausible at the moment. Yes.
Oh no.
It's a fucking crab, guys.
That'd be weird.
You never like Rollo's idea that it's so granted, if it was legs of any kind, there'd be a discernible pattern, there'd be a gait.
Yeah, it might be just something like jumping from tree to tree, but it has to.
There
land
is a
at
certain
one
gait to it from there, but it's more random because it's trying to adjust the terrain, the difficult terrain of the swamp. So, nice. And
Maybe it's just, or maybe it's disfigured.
maybe it was
point.
injured.
Maybe
Damn,
some
Nevitz.
monstrosity.
What happened to you? Who hurt you?
Who hurt you?
I mean, it's a valid
Everything.
synopsis.
You're right.
Everything.
Can we continue to follow? Can we follow the trail? What do you guys think? Should we follow the trail and see where it leads
I
us?
mean,
We've
how
got
big
two
is this
direction.
snake?
How
How big
long
is
was
the
the
snake
skin?
trail?
So the
How
the
wide is
sheet,
it?
the
That's the
sheet, the
important
sheet
question.
of the like the shed skin that.
This video is sponsored by Skillshare.
Why is the video sponsored by
My
Skillshare?
other
Shut up. It's on my end.
I
It's not
have a
your- it's not your
question.
end.
Is there more skin left, or did you take like all of it and wrapped it up?
He took the whole
I have
sheet.
it
To answer the question, it's about 30 inches wide and matches the slithering trail.
Alright, so it's a meter wide.
Okay.
Does it look like it could eat me whole?
Yes.
It
I see.
If you lay down in the mud, you're a little bit more than a meter across. But it's a genuine fear, yes.
That's
So there's
scary.
more left, right? Can I take some? Can I take like a blanket worth so I can like wrap it around myself?
Pretty sure he rolled all of it up.
Oh, okay.
That's a
I had
question.
it.
That's
You
a
can
question
ask
to
him for it.
Pavel. Yeah.
I can give you 1 pound
Sure.
snakeskin.
I could be stealthy with it.
You've seen this actually in your travels. This type of snakeskin being used by disciples of Kren as well as humble folk high society. Snakeskin is a sign of wealth and fortune and is often sewn in clothes or kept in the coin purses for good luck and just showing off. It does have a certain sheen to it, a certain gleam in the moonlight.
Well, I'm ready to continue our path to go get crocodile eyes.
Onwards and friends, I'm gonna get high. Gotta soothe my nerves. I take a puff of my pipe.
I imagine Nevitz at this point would have been bored and he just got distracted by like
Nevitz.
some cattail.
Nevit, hey, come here.
Like everyone else is studying the snakeskin, he's just playing with some
Nevitz,
cattail
you watch
over
the cattails kind of sway in the light night breeze, and you're reminded that they have an alchemical property if you're interested in it. Especially these ones. This subspecies of cattail named bulrush. Its roots used in some of the potions that what's her face, Susan brews. I'm juggling things on my end here.
Oh yeah. How many potions did she give us?
In your possession are 2 healing potions of the small variety that she freshly brewed.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll take a bunch of cattails, mostly because
Mm-hmm.
I just like them. Everyone else is calling to Nevitz like, hey, come on, we gotta get going. He's like,
Well, actually,
okay.
Nevit, I was going to offer you some drugs, but you ran away to.
Add to your inventory 3 bulrush roots.
Then afterward, like after he leaves, he's like, oh yeah, these are actually useful. Just took them because I like them.
You could always like tickle somebody with a cattail.
Yeah.
As you continue down the swamp trail, you can see a small flame flicker beyond the bog mist ahead.
A small flame.
It's a will-o-wisp.
Let's go investigate. Cautiously.
Cautiously you investigate. Approaching closer, you come upon a whole campsite. A small tent is pitched upon a bedding of straw. The flame you spotted on the way here comes from within a large glass jar hanging from a pool embedded in the ground by the tent. The wisp of light within the jar bobs in its hover, its colors alternating in bright shades of yellow, green, blue.
Pretty.
Looking around, the camp is abandoned, although judging from the various alchemical research equipment, the backpacks set against the tent entrance, and yet unspoiled food left over, whomever set this base of operation must have left it very recently.
Can I go check out what's inside the tent?
Sure thing.
I'm gonna take down the bottle.
You
I
take down
crawl
the
no floors in.
one thing at a time. You take down the what?
The bottle with the wisp. The jar. That's it. Yeah.
Inside Rollo, you see a bedroom within the tent that has several spiny hedgehog quills in it, in places. Resting on a pillow at the top of the bedroll is a closed book titled The Legend of Gazme, with a dried yellow rose that is used as a sort of bookmark.
Can I grab it and like look through the pages quickly, skimming
Sure.
what it's about?
You grab it and you kind of, you didn't see kind of in the dark, you nudged it with a corner of the book, a pair of round glasses just kind of like fall to onto the straw. You look through the pages of the book. Inside the front cover, someone has written in very neat chicken scratch, To my favorite nephew, may your inquisitiveness never wither. Love, Auntie Susan.
Oh, I turn around and I quickly tell the party that this is related to Susan, and it's what you just told me. I quickly like rush and I tell him.
Maybe he's nearby.
Yeah.
Do you leave anything shiny out?
The pair of
recall
round
if
reading
Susan
glasses
mentioned
have
her
been placed. I
nephew's
can only
name?
handle one thing at a time, Hunter, sorry. A
Sorry.
pair of round reading glasses kind of shimmer in the darkness, kind of catching the glint of moonlight. Made from very well polished glass. Among the other shinies,
What kind of glasses?
it's reading glasses, round ones, kind of
Oh, okay.
that the glass seems to shine. And
Nerd glasses.
outside the camp, looking around for shiny things, the campsite has, let's see, a small research station akin to the one you're used to seeing within, with like alchemical supplies set upon a fold-out table of sorts. You see vials, chemicals, and other equipment necessary for creation of poisons, mostly. I need water.
Moistly.
Moistly
Moist.
creating poisons, yes.
I'll take the reading glasses, and maybe if any of the vials, if they sort of like shimmer when light travels through them, I'll take those ones. Otherwise, I'll ignore them.
I mean, some of them are coated already.
No, but do you think we should be taking people's stuff?
After hearing Meg's Aisling say that, I look around to notice if anyone noticed me take the lantern. And I put it back up.
Clearly, Susan's nephew can't be too far away. It looks like he was here recently. Should we really? I'm okay with Rolo like looking through the book, but should we really be taking his stuff? Maybe we should go look for him and see if he's around, and maybe he can give us some more information for what Susan was looking for.
Nevitz looks embarrassed and dejected as he puts back the vials.
Just picturing is like Nevitz grabbing the vial, and like in the background you just see Chungo like, picking up the lantern.
Yeah.
It's just Aisling yelling, and it's just like, oh, put it back.
We're the heroes of the story.
Rilla kind of gets nervous at the thought of the snake maybe eating him or capturing him.
Maybe.
Maybe we should double check and look around.
You're looking
Like
around, you
Ashley said.
see that for one reason or another, whatever this or how many creatures have left those tracks, they have went around this camp, never venturing inside it, as if something was deterring it from entering. Nonetheless, those tracks do continue north. Nevitz, as you're putting back those vials, some of them still shiny and want to grab, some of them coated in like green dark residue, you see a small notebook stained with acid marks that lays open upon the table. The notebook's most recent entry is visible to read, written in just common birdfolk.
I'll look over it.
Do you want me to read it, or do you want to read it?
Yeah, you didn't hear me? I asked what does it say?
Yeah, it's in chat.
Did you not
Oh.
hear me? I want you to read it, bitch.
Okay. I see it. Thank you.
Can I like smell the air to see if there's any like smell that makes things deter around the camp?
Aside from the putrid smell of the swamp itself, you smell nothing. I mean, what's deterrent? I guess nature again, right?
Probably.
Yeah,
Let's go, Trungo. You know everything about nature, right?
right.
What time of day is it right now?
Trungo, no, nothing.
Maybe a creeping thought creeps in the back of your mind. Maybe whatever was in this camp in the first place was even scarier than whatever was on its trail of predation around the camp.
Trungo says this while pointing at his head, like he's
What time of
smart.
day is it now? Is it like noon?
Is what new?
Is it noon? Like the time?
What?
Like is the sun high in the sky or?
No,
What
it's
time is it
it's
on-
it's like past dusk.
Oh.
The sun has set at this point. Yes.
Can I check around the camp to see if I can find any footpaths or trails that then Susan's nephew might have used to indicating where he was coming in and out of camp from?
Sure. Well, there are many old tracks in the mud that have already set. Go ahead and roll me what would be like tracking survival for this one to see if you can find any of the fresher tracks. Concerningly enough, you find a large amalgamation of back and forth tracks coming from the same direction where this creature was heading to. North.
And like, are they above? Like, are they like beside the tracks? Or are they
Beside,
like,
yes.
are they like fresher than the tracks of whatever this mysterious piece is?
Whoever was either following or being followed made sure not to step in the tracks, as if he himself was tracking it down.
Are
Do
there?
you guys think we should go look for the nephew?
Yeah. Are there more lanterns with the wisps in them?
No, just the
Or
one
just
you're holding in your hand that contains the sort of wispy lights within.
Okay. I'm gonna
So-
put it higher up on a stick.
Sure thing. It actually already came all with a stick, right? The one that was in the ground, so you can use that if you want. And yeah, it's like a 5-foot reach lantern that helps you guide, and it's actually pretty good in this treacherous swamp.
Yeah. I'll carry this. Chungo will carry lantern in case people get split up. They can see the wisp and come to Chungo.
Thank you, Chungo.
Chungo's not stealing. Chungo just borrowing.
Yeah.
All
We're
right.
about to head out.
I think I'm done. Unless there's a spot that we haven't looked at yet.
You
Nevitz
said
will
there's
look
a
to
fire pit?
Is the fire pit hot or cold?
There is no fire pit. There's only
Really?
yeah, there's no fire pit.
Oh.
How do I pronounce this name again? Aisling? Ashling?
Ashling.
Ashling. Nevitz will look to Ashling, and then after Chungo makes his declaration, and look back by and says, "Can I borrow some vials?"
Chungo nods.
How many vials are there? Are they all different? Would it be obvious if one of them was missing? Or are they all mostly similar?
They have a good variety of volumes and such. Yeah, I imagine like lab equipment. There are some vials of the same size. Will they go noticed if missing? It's a fair guess. Yeah.
Hey, what are you growling at?
Nevis, why don't you see if maybe once we find the nephew, maybe he'll just give some to you. Maybe there's some samples, because clearly from the open diary or journal, there are samples. It looks like. So why don't we see until we find the nephew? Maybe he'll just give some to you.
How
I just bobbed
much
my head.
caustic slime is in that sample?
Like half the container's full of it. Yes.
Jungle points at that one and says, "Bring it." Is that okay, Nevis? You take that one?
I smile, nod my head, and take it.
Yeah.
I'm not your mother. You do as you please and deal with your own conscience.
Jungle thinks it might help us. If Big Snake wants to eat, it eats caustic slime.
How much did you say that was?
It's from your account background. You'll know that caustic slime has acidic properties. Counted as one container of acid. Half a vial worth of acid.
Okay.
Jungle thinking ahead. Jungle not want to get eaten. Hey, Chungo, ready to head out to more north, I guess, because that's where the things are heading.
Sure.
Sure.
About a
Can
10-minute.
I send? Sorry, can I send Flare out like I don't know, 50 feet ahead of us to like help us scout, get some longer vision?
Yeah, set that forest on fire. Yeah.
You're trying to relay this to Flare.
It's a swamp. It might be damp enough.
Roll me like a animal handling check just to see how well you can relay this to your untamed companion.
I thought she was dead.
You whipped her, that's it.
You're not sure whether that's Stockholm syndrome kicking in or just the delicious candied fruits and nuts you've been feeding it all this time, but she seems pretty content to heed your word, and she goes fluttering about 10-15 feet and 20 feet off the ground ahead of you. You see her little candlelight light as she goes like a little sneeze and just ignites and acts as a little 5-foot radius light in front of you, like a wisp of its own on wings. You follow her about a 10-minute trek northward of this camp. It leads you to a patch of dry land surrounded by tall reeds growing in pools of stagnant water. Branches of a large willow tree droop down to touch the water's surface. Upon the water's shore, many small, round, semi-translucent objects can be found, bundled in bunches by silky protective webs. Now and then the objects quiver and pulse.
Yes.
I'm just gonna wait for the map to load real quick.
I have loaded.
I have loaded!
Here's my barrel.
Yeah.
I love how the barrel appears with us. It's great.
It's my barrel. Barrel of all my belongings. Yeah. The fact that they let you get a barrel is the best.
Okay.
Store all your stuff in the barrel.
I don't know about you guys, but the map is taking sweet time to load. We can continue though. How do you proceed?
Do we see this? Do we see what's ahead of us of this man standing next to what appears to
Yeah,
be?
you do see a silhouette of a man. You hear him as he seems to be humming to himself. Looking around, you spot this figure some distance away, that of a short hedgehog wearing a brown leather apron and large goggles over his eyes. The
I still have the stick with the will-o-wisp lantern.
Yes.
Up. Just letting you know.
The hedge hums to himself while squatting over a set of eggs, jotting quickly in a small field notebook. As you lift the lantern, his eyes glint over toward your direction. You see his tiny nose sniff about. Faces? Unfamiliar? Fellow researchers? No. Too heavily armed, too few lab equipments. Bandits? Ooh, no. Coalition doesn't risk traversing the swamp. Adventurers? Yes. Hypothesis matches evidence? Yes. You see him smile, lowering what little guard he has, putting away his notebook, and extending a tiny hand in a waving motion. Hail?
The way back.
I push forward, Pavel.
I trip and fall.
I push forward, Rolo.
Adventurers? No, too clumsy to be adventurers. Who are these strangers? Questions?
Watch your mouth,
Answers.
kid. My
I would like to
cage
state
is
beforehand that all my stuff is in my bags. I'm not wearing anything. I don't have it in my hand or wearing
Oh
it.
my god, Chungo put clothes on Nevitz. I just saw his stuff.
Keep it wholesome.
Oh my
His
Oh.
feathers.
His feathers. Oh,
Oh god, Nevitz.
mercy
I
me.
I just
Is
like
that your
I
eyelid?
just meant like I'm not wearing the reading glasses.
Oh god, Nevitz
like
is
everything
blind.
is in my bag.
I love it how you're already wearing reading glasses, so it's like you're wearing glasses on glasses. Enhance, magnify.
Nevitz has like the best vision of everybody.
I would push Nevitz
Lilith,
forward.
should we go talk to the hedgehog while the boys compose themselves?
Will somebody help
Yeah.
me up, please?
I'm pushing Nevitz forward. Nevitz will speak for us all.
I tripped Nevitz with my sword cane.
I lift him over your sword cane tripping powers.
We passed the map.
So you
Force
missed.
playing hot potato with it.
You're not even close.
Hello. Have you seen any crocodiles?
Crocodiles. Species Malagarus gallus. Male. Recent contact with sticky slime residue. Yes. In possession of questionable psychoactive substances contained within an oak barrel. No, pine. Traces of whiskey still linger. Crocodiles?
Yeah.
No. Maybe in the waters, but I stay away from waters. Can't swim. Buoyancy not efficient enough.
Oh.
Jungo, what's wrong with this guy?
Chongo think he nerd.
Can I ask him if he by chance knows Susan?
Oh, yes, Susan's favorite aunt. Name is Gert, by the way.
Oh! I hand him. Oh, I forgot if I left the book. If I still have the book, I hand it to him, kind of gently.
Yes, favorite book. Very educational. Thank you. I'm not sure why you go through Gert's stuff, but thankful
we
nonetheless.
got worried. We got worried. We thought something happened to you.
Oh, nothing ever
Rolo
happens to
went
Gert.
through your stuff.
Gert says that nothing ever happens to Gert as he's half poking one of the eggs.
He's also missing a tooth.
Jungo, don't let him poke the spider egg. Don't let him poke it.
Jungo think you should not poke egg thing.
Gallus malleolus. Male. Source of pine. Reeks of whiskey. Drinking problem? Maybe, maybe not.
Jungo doesn't drink.
Chongo needs not worry. I'm conducting tests, you see, on local fauna to study the effects of increasing emberbat effect presence on local wildlife. Sentence convoluted. Sorry, never went to school. Homeschooled, you see.
I can tell. Jungo can tell.
Jungo, can you help me up? I'm still.
Suggest you help your friend out before he drowns in mud.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jungo the swamp swallow.
Jungo moves his foot so that Pavo can lift himself up.
I grab onto his foot.
Now pull
I'll
yourself
try
up.
to help up, but Nevitz has like tiny arms.
Yes, Nevitz, give me them little nubs. I'll grab Nevitz's tiny nubby arm and Jungo's fat leg. Pull.
What about your cane?
I have it in my mouth, you see.
That's gross. It's muddy.
That's where canes belong, in your mouth.
Listen, wolf, fox, can't hang on to a cane and 2 legs.
I would like to just
Anyway.
mention out of character that like the map just now loaded for me, so
Oh, dude.
Wow.
do
okay,
let me
so
know if
that's
my
where
voice
it
is lagging behind or something.
Nope, you sound
Nope,
fine.
you're fine.
Can I manipulate mud with the shape water spell?
Oh
You can-
no!
you can manipulate the water and the mud, and the mud will follow.
I was gonna say, can you like remove the water from the mud and make
Yes.
it just like sand
Yes,
or earth?
yes.
So
You're like a
what are you
water
poking
bender.
there? They're eggs, but can you tell us more about the eggs?
Or the fauna, whatever you said.
Fauna? Your
that-
fauna spawn?
Fungus.
Yes, it is quite simple, you see. Presence of amber rats disrupt local fauna. Bad guano seeps into soil, affecting extended... words. Effects extend across the entire food chain. Problematic. You need to conduct tests to confirm speculation. Hence me conducting experiment on broodmother's eggs.
What's the rude nada?
Is it a brood mother?
A spider.
Big spider mom? Spider mama?
Yes, of sorts.
And what have you
Spider
found
mama
in
not
the
much.
show so far?
I say of sorts because I can't confirm fact from fiction, for I have not conducted enough tests to confirm that. Proximity to main subject, risk of life.
Chungo don't think Spider Mama wants you poking at baby egg thing.
Oh, that's alright. Spider Mama only attack during night.
It is night there, dude. It's nighttime.
Oh! He takes off his goggles. Oh my! Oh my!
Chungo think you back away from egg.
Come this way.
Chungo,
Very
can I rule?
slowly.
Have you rule perception since you're being very cautious there?
Perception is something I'm bad at.
That's fine. We're all good at something, right?
Chungo
with
is
them
visibly knowing of things.
Turkey eyes.
You always seem to roll pretty good perception, though.
Okay.
Chungo is ready for life.
Something
So
feels
Chungo not.
off about the willow tree at the center of this dry patch of land. It's giving you a creeping feeling, like something
Chungo think there's spider inside of it.
crawling up your neck. You're not sure whether it's the fact that the branches are covered in a strange fuzz, or the way its roots wind around
Is
it
that-
in a
does it
sort
look
of
like a
spiral,
fuzz?
or the
Chungo's going
seemingly
to
scale
scratch at the back
texture
of
of
his
its
neck.
bark, or the fact that the whole tree seems to breathe.
Chungo thinks the tree is a snake.
Oh,
Snake coil.
You look from the tree back to where Gert is stationed, and you see his goggles are in the mud, and he himself has curled into a spiny ball, and he's quivering.
Chungo think we make no sudden movement and go pick up thing.
Okay,
Ball
Jungle.
of hedgehog.
Ashling,
How are you gonna pick him up, Chungo? He's covered in quills.
Poke him, I'll scoot him along.
Chungo
with
have
the
gloves.
cane. Gloves also work.
Chungo also not pussy.
Chungo use problematic words.
Chungo also not wimp. Alright, Chungo slowly move. Slowly.
Roll a stealth check, please.
Chungo is very stealthy. Chungo is master of stealth. Chungo is lord of stealth. Chungo stealth the 13.
Not bad.
With each step,
Chungo a little too heavy for mud. Remember.
and yet the tree does not stir.
oh, that's
Chungo
good.
picks up. Chungo reaches over. Slowly picks up.
Just fucking bends over the mud bubbles. That's like, you pick up
Chungo.
Gert.
Yeah, pick up Gert. And Chungo slowly starts making his way back here.
As you make your way back, you see Flare kind
Chungo
of
says, fuck off, Flare.
around curiously, and she lands on one of the branches.
Chungo. Chungo's scared for Bat. Chungo will bring man over here. And then Chungo will put him down there.
You
Those are-
put him in your barrel.
No, next to the barrel.
Next to the barrel. Okay.
Barrel is safe area.
Barrel's still in a distance marker for combat.
Oh no.
Pretty much. Okay. Chungo think you called back Bat?
Look over at Flare, and she seems to be very frustratedly trying to tug at one of the hairs on the branch, trying to get that fruit, but
Oh,
just doesn't seem to
no.
give.
Oh no.
Oh no, Claire. Oh no, Claire. Can I try to persuade her to come back? Like, hold up some more of those, like, fruits for her? Try to persuade her to come back.
It's getting more intense.
On a scale of 1 to 10, would it be a bad idea to shoot fire out of the sky?
Don't shoot Claire out of the sky.
Alright, I'm a back up.
Chungo think Flare might get eaten.
Can I put my animal handler or my persuasion to try to get her to come back with my fruit?
Okay, Flare looks up with her tiny little beady eyes, and she lets out a little flamey sneeze in excitement, and you see her start to flap her wings, and as she starts to take off, oh! She's just stuck on like this sticky webbing. It seems to cover the entire willow. She just can't seem. She's fluttering and she's panicking and she's trying with all her might to get closer to you as the entire tree begins to shift and come to life. I will have you all rule initiative.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
It's a good thing I picked up that spell.
I'm still admiring the picture of the hedgehog. Okay.
Does
Wait, I need to click on
You
me
have to
first.
click on your token.
Forget
Do
that.
remember.
Click on me and then roll.
does the bat get death saving throws?
Sorry, forgot to. There you go.
I wonder how much intelligence this spider has.
I wonder when you're gonna stop metagaming. But you know, we all get what we want
What?
eventually.
How was that metagaming? My spell was like, oh,
By
this-
definition.
What?
It's by definition.
Okay, but if the spell's gonna have a description, then that means that it would be common knowledge of the character.
No.
What spell?
Animal friendship.
No, let's find that. I'm not wrong.
Spider's not an animal. Spider's an insect.
Giant
That's still
spider
animal.
snake. That's comforting.
They are not.
They're not animals. What are they?
They're insects.
Spider snake. Does this monster have an image yet? I'm kind of terrified to see what it looks like.
I'm just setting things up.
I mean,
A snake's rattling hiss rises from the throat of the willow tree. The bark moves, slithering down as many of its branches shed their leafy disguise.
what's happening in your house?
Beneath, just try and ignore it, I can't do anything about it. Beneath the molted growth, giant hairy spider legs touch down to lift the head of a body of a giant spider snake brood mother. You want a picture?
Did
Here
you
you
say
go.
spider snake?
Yes, here you go.
Oh god.
That is
No.
beautiful. I love it.
8 slitted
no.
eyes open to glare down
Feather,
upon
oh
you all.
god.
Gert, afraid for his life, still curled up into his little protective ball of spines, just whimpers in his protective little shell. For all that's gonna help him.
This
Let
looks
me just.
beautiful.
Yeah.
No.
I don't want to kill it. It looks so beautiful. Oh my god.
Ashling, you are reminded, your face goes flash as you are reminded of your face off against the giant ash snake that assaulted your village oh so many years ago. A mix of resolve and dread fills your spirit as you take first turn. Do, do,
Um,
do, 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 do.
Do we know whether or not this thing has any particular weaknesses, whether it be to like fire or ice or any particular elements? Do we know anything about this thing? Gert, do you know anything? Does this thing have any specific weaknesses, like element weaknesses?
Through shuddering gasps, you hear Gert say, "Are you familiar with the scientific method?
Yes.
Try."
Oh no.
Don't tell me that's what that's what his answer is.
That's what his answer is.
Oh god.
That was
No.
amazing.
Don't tell that to the biology major. Oh god.
Just try. Don't go think if hit hard enough, dissuade it.
Guys, do we have any game plan of how we think we can
I
either
have
distract
go
or
with my turn.
I have
It's
an
a special
idea,
one.
but try not hitting it first.
Wait, yeah. We use the snake skin that we got, and we can all go like in a Congo line and come up to it, and maybe try to, I don't know, persuade it in a way or communicate with it.
do you want to try to sneak up on it, wearing its skin?
As you guys are discussing your
Yeah.
game plan, you see Flare get enwrapped in the spider deeper into its folds as the spider begins to slither towards you guys. You really are in the middle of combat, and there is no time for plans, only trying.
Okay, guys, let's Chinese dragon this.
Yeah. That's the idea. Oh, and
Can we do
then
that, Tom?
if
You
we do
can
that,
certainly
I have
try
a-
anything you would like, and fast.
To sneak up to it to get closer, and then I have a big metal net. We could throw it over.
Do it. Come on, guys, let's conga line.
Throw it over.
Underneath
What?
snakeskin and approach.
Ashling, it's
What are
your
you doing?
turn. What do you do?
The conga line. Can we not act together at all?
No, that's not how that works. But we can get in the line.
You can all waste
One
your
at a
turns
time.
preparing an action. Sure thing. Anything is possible in D&D. It's just tell me what you do. Your turn is not my call. Only the result.
Okay. Ooh. Why do I go in first?
Do you wish to prepare a action and place yourself elsewhere on the initiative roll?
I'm going to approach it. Maybe that's fine. Make that look. Can I? I'd like to use my whip to try and loosen the spider webs that are holding Flare to try and loosen them so she'll fall to the ground.
Sure thing. Just a
Or
reminder that
fly.
your entire whip is about 5 feet in length.
5 feet. I looked it up. It's longer than that.
What? How many feet is it?
Well, I looked at the whip, and it said when I looked at the whip, it said it had a range of 15 feet.
Oh, that's neat. All right. Dope. Go ahead and roll.
So let's get within 15 feet. Let me move so I'm within 15. Dang it!
I knew that. I was just testing her to see how much research she did toward her character, and she did not disappoint.
Tom's lying. He forgot.
Shut the fuck up, Trench. You're on your safe face here.
Okay, one more. One more. Okay, now I'm 15 feet. Okay, now I want.
Oh no,
to
you were
use my
good where you were.
strike.
That's a good 15 feet away. Yeah.
What I measured it. It said 15.
Yeah, that's
So I'd
good.
like to use my whip to try and break the
Yep.
the
Just
webbing that.
roll to hit.
that's
Yep.
ending. Great.
That hits. Roll for damage. With a whistling whoosh, you hit the webbing that envelops Flare. With dexterity, you manage to avoid hitting Flare herself as you see the webbing kind of part as she begins to flutter away in safety. The spider snake, not so much concerned with the smaller prey, so much focusing with the 5 delicious morsels before it, ignores Flare as she flutters away to safety, eventually landing on your shoulder. Do you wish to do anything else on your turn?
So I think I used because I was here. So I used 15 feet to go forward. So I'm gonna go back the rest of my distance.
Neat.
15 feet.
In and out, real quick. Pavarod, you are up next. What's up?
I am going to pull out a nibble of food and attempt to befriend the beast.
You can go ahead and roll the animal friendship. I will rule against it. What is it? Unfortunately, the spell takes no effect on this beast. It doesn't seem intelligent enough to understand a language or any gesture of friendship.
Doesn't it say if it's smarter than 4?
Yes.
That it fails?
Yes.
I'm aware.
If it's smarter than 4,
The spell fails.
yeah. So if it's lower than 4, so it's smart.
If the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails. Oh! That makes more sense.
So it's dumb.
Wisdom. It rolled a 7.
My spell save is a 12.
If one of your critical on the target spell ends, we choose a beast between 2 within range must hear you.
So it is charmed.
I was looking for a word charmed, but okay. Or be charmed by you. Neat. Okay. The spell takes effect. How do you roleplay this?
Bravo.
Yeah.
Pavel's like, "Oh, come here, you big cuddly bastard," and he just walks up to it, pets it on the nose, and feeds it.
It
That's a
eats
really
out
cool
of your
pet.
hand.
Now, as long as you don't hit it, it should be totally fine. Ooh, so close, little snake spider. Pet it on the head. Such a pretty beast.
So,
Oh, I love it.
Hey,
Go on.
Gert. Come here. Come here, Gert. Gert.
Gert.
I wanted to know what Charm did.
Yeah, I was looking up as we're speaking. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is it still hostile?
Gert crawls. It doesn't seem hostile for now. No. Gert crawls for the sake of scientific inquisitiveness. Crawls on all four towards you, sniffing the ground cautiously.
Now just kind of stay behind me, Gert, but take a good look at it.
Seems to be more aggressive due to recent concentration of emmer bats. Not usually this aggressive. Protective of eggs, yes, but not outright malicious. More cowardly, if anything. What did the rest of you do?
That's all I got, Nevitz.
24 hours? Cool. We're out of initiative.
Yeah, we're not doing anything to this.
Sorry, friends, I didn't mean to steal the show, but I'm rangering this up.
Hey, it's fine.
Oh, it's fine. I was gonna
Ranger's
try
still
putting
trash.
it. I was gonna try putting it to sleep, but that works.
I love how we managed to charm the most terrifying creature we've come across yet.
Okay, this is D&D. That's how rolls happen.
Does that mean I can write it? Can
we all
I
write it?
mistake, Pavo?
Can that be seen as hostile intent?
Nevitz, I love you, kid.
While
Maybe
cautious,
let's
it doesn't
not.
seem to, like, show any hostility, doesn't present its fangs or anything. It lowers its head at your approach.
I climb on top.
Sure thing. You climb on top of it.
Ah.
It is sticky, covered in webbing. Seems to have covered itself on purpose to either disguise itself or stick prey to it. You know, a whole combat mechanic it was going to have, but, you know, forget it now.
I sort of just use it to like make a seat out of it so that I don't accidentally fall off if he like goes upside down or something.
Well, you're stuck on it. It's sticky.
I will get off later.
It's difficult terrain. You're not so much stuck to it as it doesn't seem to secrete that special mucus that it use on prey. But it's just enough residue on it to make it awkward and make your feathers stick, yes.
I'll
Should've
clean
looked for-
myself when I get off later.
Dead crocodiles nearby.
I was just enjoying the feeling tall for now.
Jungle, among the reeds in the water, you see a bunch of quipperfish, these fanged piranha-like fish, swim to and through, and among them is a live specimen of a 10-foot-long crocodile, just kind of sort of chilling as crocodiles do. Its eyes slitted and hovering above the water.
Dang it, that crocodile alive. Jungle will continue a search while people are doing things.
Sure thing, roll me like a survival to search for a dead crocodile.
Jungle very good at survival.
Sniff with the cadavers. Oh my god, yeah. What do the rest of you do as while Chungo is searching for dead bodies?
I'd like to ask Gert if this thing is venomous, and if it is venomous, I'd like to harvest its venom.
Seems to be a constrictive venomous hybrid, yes. Judging by
Megan?
spider features. Other Megan?
Are you talking to me?
No, he's looking for crocodiles. That's the name of the crocodile he's looking for. Go on.
He's looking for Megan in the swamp. Okay, I get it.
He's
I
looking
got a question.
for the Meg. Sup?
Who designed like the art for the D&D?
Is that really a question you want to ask me in a middle session? I can show you the artists afterwards on
Okay.
ArtStation and give them credit. Yeah.
Eh.
Do you have a question regarding the current situation?
No, I don't
Specific-
know.
Yep.
Nevitz will call out from the top of the spider snake. He's like, Rolo, 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 hey, Rolo, Rolo. And then when he gets her attention, he's like, I'm tall.
I nod in acknowledgement. Yeah, I nod. Yeah, good. Yes.
I'm gonna go with Flair to go investigate one of the egg piles to see if Flair has any weird reaction to it. Just kind of keeping in mind what Gert was saying about how amber bats and their effects. So I just want to see if she'll have any like reaction to the eggs.
Aside from a little dread and survival instincts kicking in, not wanting to approach any of the eggs or any of the more hazardous environment, she herself doesn't have any effect on it. According to Gert, it is their guano, their droppings, and then their invasiveness that affects other animals. Some kind of chemical reaction that works its way up the food chain from the grass, soaking it in, to herbivores feeding on it, to predators eventually feeding on those, that causes a certain aggression among these predators. It seems that something about the nature's balance is being offset by the events, even so far away from here in the Scorched Grove. Animal friendship lasts 24 hours. That is crazy. To answer your question, Sasha, the artist that made this spider snake is Dave Melvin. And
He's great.
It's good art.
Yes, it's good art, and he's part of the same team that made a lot of Smite art, which is why you might like.
There you go.
Yes.
Awesome.
All right, so
How many vials of venom could I milk out of this spider snake?
Yeah, milk that spider.
Depending on how good you roll on a
terminology,
animal handling check.
Okay,
So-
beastie.
The reason I yelled was because the Uber driver just went fucking crazy on our door, rang the doorbell 4 times, and then knocked on it a whole bunch.
Weird.
And I was like,
That is odd. Yes.
Why would they not just call you?
While still under the effect of your charm spell, the snake refuses to open its maw. It's imagine somebody approaching you in the middle of the street trying to open your beak open. It doesn't seem too negligent. But Gert sees what you're trying to do, and he does say, I do have a vial of some of the residue I found around from the eggs. It's multi-purposeful, and for aiding me, I'm willing to part with one, yes.
Sure, Gert. Why not?
Thank you, Gert.
I think we should be going. I'm not sure for how long the snake can be charmed, and I wish to go back.
If the scroll says anything, right? It should be about a day.
Wait, you casted that with a scroll, not a spell?
I can't argue with scholarly data.
Well, how do you think I know what it does? You just learn something.
Disagree. But irrelevant argument.
Just
and
kind
he'll
of.
not-
all wizards.
I've been reading it for weeks, and it just kind of clicked with me earlier today. So, yeah.
I kind of just summon a tingly feeling and then I do stuff.
Listen,
It works.
sometimes I have a tingly feeling and I accidentally stab someone in the hand, but here we are.
Chungo, eventually, for the sake of expediency, you do find a passed away crocodile body, or the remains of it, as swamp do tend to. The land itself is
that one
just. You find. Let me roll for it. I'll be generous. This specimen has 2 eyes.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like how you rolled a d4.
Yes.
It mutated.
Yes.
You take off that.
Yes.
So, Pablo, what should we do with your mother brood now? Your spell works for 24 hours, but we're not going to take the mother brood with us, are we?
No, I'm just
I'll
going to
just
leave
walk
it
away.
here.
She
It is
slithers
there.
around
We
just to
can't
care
keep-
for eggs.
We can't keep the snake with us?
No, Nivets.
Aw.
The
Can we
snake
stay a
can
little
keep
longer?
you. Yeah, we can stay.
We stay
for-
exactly 25 hours.
Nevitz, I'll give you 10 minutes to play with the snake spider very carefully.
Okay.
You yet again learn a very interesting lesson about Humblewood, that not everything that looks terrifying at first is indeed terrifying, and maybe, just maybe, humble folk, bird folk, and nature can coexist in harmony without eating each other. But then
Now kill
25 but then 25 hours pass and you're proving wrong. Hey, you guys want to like guess how many like hours I actually spent preparing this encounter? That's fine.
2 days.
Yeah, 2 days.
Because I
saying how you spent like most of your, like at least half of 2 12-hour shifts writing this, so it's at least 12.
Man, it seems no matter what character I make, I always fuck up like a longly.
There's no fucking up. This is D&D. It's fine.
D&D.
Yeah.
That's just D&D.
No, I
Yeah, there's a giant. All right, it's still here.
Yeah. Oh no.
It didn't load
It's
for me,
growing
but
larger.
it's there.
Yeah, it's okay. We can keep the symbol of the snake just floating on top of the map.
It's like the
Great.
apex of the forest or
Oh
the
yeah.
swamp.
Could I do a sketch of the spider snake?
I'm
Yeah, you
already
have
doing it.
well, yeah, well enough time to sketch it
Awesome.
out and
That should
study
be
it.
our group banner.
in its, like, natural environment.
Spider snakes.
Do you want mine? I'm making a small sketch now.
Yeah,
while the
I'm
description.
gonna get it. I'm gonna get someone to like.
Hunter doesn't actually draw in real life.
I do draw in real life, but I haven't drawn
does-
lately.
he does
You
draw
know,
in
I
real
thought
life.
you didn't. I didn't know. I forgot.
He drew
Did you-
D'Artagnan in the previous campaign and everything. He drew like scenes
did
of
you?
Curse Yeah, he actually drew scenes of Curse and sent it to me in private chat.
Oh
It was
shit!
nice.
I didn't know that.
They were
Hunter, you
kinda
should have let
sick.
me know.
They were kind of trash looking. They were just on
I don't
sticky.
care.
Do you want to draw then, or?
No. I just meant like.
Oh my god, I just realized something. There's like a,
What?
a special beast to every zone in Humblewood, and we're just gonna fill the
Yeah.
map with a bunch of hearts. Like
Yes.
like
Yes,
Pokemon.
I knew this was like Monster Hunter. This is the apex.
Area
This place.
tamed!
I fucking wish I had
Area
Pokeballs. I would love
friendly.
it.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom, can we retcon Paddle and make him a Pokemon
What is it
trainer?
in Dark Souls? Sorry, I'm Hunter. I just want to get this out. What is it in Dark Souls? Like soul claimed or something like that?
It's like boss.
Yeah.
It's just
Like-
boss defeated.
Boss
yeah,
defeated.
something like that.
Boss
Or
friended.
like Soul of Cinder reclaimed. Or
Anyway,
something.
what was it, Hunter? What did you say?
Can I be a Pokemon trainer? Can I have Pokeballs?
You can be whatever you
Can I
want, man. I'm not gonna
retcon my
stop you. I'm
entire
just gonna
character?
give you rational feedback to your action. That's.
I want a Pokeball that will trap the spider snake inside of it, and then I can summon it and make it attack people. And then when it gets damaged,
Should we
it
go
attacks.
back to group camp or should we go see Susan?
I feel like that would be its own class, if possible.
Anyways, this is just a joke. Gert,
I mean, it's just
um,
Beast Tamer Ranger.
say hi to Susan, I guess. Again, we go back to
Go
the
back to his camp.
I mean, Gert is already heading back to his camp. While you guys are studying it, he has collected his data, finished his business here, and head back to his camp, making preparations for his journey back to Winnowing Reach and whatnot.
Thanks, we'll see
After
you
he leaves, I swap my glasses for shiny ones.
As a thanks for defending him, as I mentioned before, should you accept, he does offer you 2 items. One, as promised for you, Pavo, the vial of poison. It's a paralyzing poison used by giant spiders. But it must be applied via injury. So it must, like, be in contact with internal systems, blood, and the like. Perfect for coating arrows and whatnot. The second item he offers you as thanks, especially to Nevitz, who seem to have a certain charm on him, is a book. The same book you handed to him that you should keep. Or to Rollo, whichever one. He offers it to you as a group. He offers you the same book you handed to him. He's already read it. He's already done with it. But he offers it to you. It's a good read. The Tale of Gazma.
if it's gonna like
Nevitz,
it.
Yep.
Nevitz looks at the books. He's like, "Oh, I don't study. I just do." And he kind of. I'm talented. At least my mommy's.
and humble. He hands it to Rolo.
I nod
Okay,
my
yeah.
head.
Yeah, sure. I'll read it.
Now it is your choice whether you want to share this with the party or not, but I made the handout available to you.
Sure, I want to. I don't know how to, but I'll make it available for if they want to read it.
You can read it to the whole party if you so wish.
I do want to read it out. That's a lot of writing. Oh.
It only seems a lot because it's narrow. Or I can read it if you want, if you don't have the breath.
You have a better yeah.
Alright. Over a short rest, Rolo reads you out the tale of Gesme. With the birth of Ardea and Titan, the world was set into motion. Where once there was nothing but barrens, the land came alive with the coming of the Amaranthine, and the world began its endless cycle of life and death. Their arrival split the formless sky into day and night. They created the sun and the moon, and a succession of light and dark which emerged from their movement across the heavens that told all life when to act and when to rest. Ardea and Titan were born from opposite parts of the Great Rhythm. Each knows of the other's existence, but they keep their separate spheres, meeting only in the early hours of dawn and the late hours of dusk to exchange dominion over the sky itself. In seasons of warmth, Ardea was the greater reign over the sky, while in seasons of bitter cold, Titan's power increased. The two Amaranthines created much of life in Humblewood. Ardea suffused the days with sun-loving flowers, plants, and animals, while Titan baptized the night with insects and animals that embraced the dark. They birthed sentient races, and from them originated all birdfolk, the first of their children, followed shortly by the humble folk. Originally, all birdfolks were the same. It was difficult to distinguish them from the birds of the forest, as they even possessed the ability to fly. One day, the entire flock of birdfolk decided on a grand contest of gift-giving, to prove which of them was the most worthy to lead. Ardea agreed to act as judge. Whoever could present her with the greatest gift would become the leader among her children. For an entire season, the birdfolk searched and scrounged, gathering and hunting and returning with trinkets, baubles, gifts of great and small size. Water. That was all one breath. Good job, Roll.
Oh, thanks. You read? Yeah.
Though Ardea commended all her children for their gifts, only 5 were truly deserving of her boon. Gesme, Aurea, Hanera, Altus, and Clurin. These 5 became the leaders of the birdfolk. They inspired tales, devotion, and gave the birdfolk races their distinct forms and skills. These great ones went to become part of the Great Rhythm as keepers of nature's balance and protectors of birdfolk across Everdeen, eventually ascending and rejoining the Amaranthine. The followers of each of the 5 were granted new forms and great gifts to match their leaders' exploits, yet, to accept these gifts, something needed to be lost. This is why the birdfolk of today can only glide, their gift of flight taken as price of becoming something new. The tale of Gesme the Brilliant. The first to present Ardea with a worthy gift was Gesme, a clever birdfolk who saw potential in the world that her kin could scarcely imagine. She had observed the great fire that Ardea has placed in high up in the sky, and how Ardea had positioned it a great distance from the land and its creatures, so it wouldn't warm them gently without burning them. But Gesme also saw the sun vanished with the coming of night, when the creatures of the dark began to prowl, and thought, how remarkable would it be to have some of that fire in the world. Other birdfolk laughed at Gesme as she spent days plotting and reading the sky. She examined every tree, from the great ash to the supple willow. Each day she carried a new branch in her beak, dropping many in frustration. The birdfolk were puzzled, but dismissed her actions. Then, one day at dawn, when the sun was at its lowest point in the sky, Gesme appeared with an oak branch in her beak. Without a word, she took off straight into the horizon. She flew for what seemed like ages, but the oak branch was light and did not trouble her. As she neared the sun, her feathers, talons, and beak began to blacken in the heat. Still, she persisted. The oak was hardy and spry and did not wither. Finally, she stuck the tip of the branch into the sun, igniting it. Hastily, she flew back toward the ground, with the branch burning bright in her talons. The oak was patient and did not burn up, keeping the flame steady as Gesme returned from the skies. "See what I have brought here," she bragged, as the astounded birdfolk looked upon her scorched feathers. "This will keep us warm on the cold days of winter, and safe throughout the long nights." Ardea was first concerned at the presence of fire in the world, for she knew the forest could burn, and the misuse of the fire could bring harm to Everdeen. But when she saw the birdfolk gather around the fires and felt the gentle warmth a small flame could provide to her children, she was overcome with happiness. "This," she declared, "is worthy of a boon." And thus, Gesme changed, set ablaze with the flames of knowledge and the creativity she became an Amaranthine herself. The forms of her followers changed too, and they became the first Corvums. They were gifted with a bit of her cleverness and foresight, but Ardea gave them all black talons, feathers, and beaks, a reminder for the price Gesme paid to bring fire into the world.
One of my favorite stories. I really like.
Yes.
Interesting. Out of character, that was interesting. Nevis fell asleep, not even halfway through it.
Why you like this? They tell these tales to children all about. Yeah. Right. Where do you guys wish to head from here? From GURPS encampment. Gert.
Should we return the crocodile eyes to Susan?
Yeah, sure thing. I would imagine because Tread is on break that he would make the trip himself or with you guys for the sake of expediency. I believe I have a handout for the Witch's Death that tells the recipes for the potions that she can craft for you at any time you visit her. Happy to see you again. Greater potion, a crocodile eye, a bulrush root, and a vile fungus cap will yield a potion of greater healing.
Okay.
Luckily for Chungo, he does have a fungus cap or a Jill from the one time he cut a little sample for Kina Brightsback back in the Mockden Caverns. Still has a little bit left. Should be enough to make one potion of greater healing. If anybody else wishes to make any potions, you may. Otherwise, we'll proceed.
Wait, we got 2 crocodile eyes. We can't make 2 potions of greater healings?
You don't have enough violet fungus cap to make 2 potions of greater healing, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Yes. You can keep the crocodile eyes. In fact, the witch is more than willing to sort of keep a credit by keeping the ingredients in a small jar and tracking future orders, so to speak. So I can keep them in my little notes as you left ingredients with the witch and for future potions should you require them.
Okay.
1 eye of crocodile. Anything else you wish to leave with there?
Go ahead, Rolo.
I want to mention that we saw her relative, and he's safe, and he's heading to Winterreach.
That's nice.
Okay. That's it.
Bless him.
Would you like 4 pounds of snake skin? I heard it's really good for applying with healing styles.
Do you want anything else like in return for it? Or are you just gifting?
I'm gifting.
She will accept a gift with a smile. Sure thing. Earning a little bit of
What is
favor.
mountain?
What?
Sorry, continue.
Nothing. Go ahead.
What does Mountain Breeze and Morning do?
You don't know what morning dew is? Morning dew is the concentration of water that you find on leaves and other growth in the morning because of the sudden change of temperature in the morning. As to what is morning mountain breeze, I don't have an answer, but I will come up with one. How about that?
Great. Okay.
This is from the book. I don't know what mountain breeze is. I'll have to look into it. Okay.
Ooh. Ooh.
Sure.
Susan,
Yes.
do you have any whiskers?
As a hedgehog, she does. Yes.
Could I have a whisker?
I kind of gasped too.
She's using them.
She's using that.
Any fallen whiskers?
To the
Hey,
top.
Rolo, can I have a
No.
whisker?
I step away. No. Do you know why? I can educate you why we need our whiskers. To stay in the dark.
I can make us a potion of animal friendship, so if I'm ever not around, you too can befriend the snake.
If we just put the potion in her mouth.
Well, I think you have to like alchemically combine them, but yeah. No, you put it in the other thing's mouth, Nevitt.
Yes, that's what he said.
Oh, I thought he said he should drink it. Guess my ears are going in my old age.
Yeah, I don't know if any of us are gonna get that close to it. Maybe, who knows?
Well, maybe I'll get my own whiskers.
The reins are in your hands, guys.
Oh, that's everything I had to do.
We go back to Wandering Reach and see where. Or wait, did we go? We went to this X over here, right? This one.
Long press
On
the
the
map
left?
to ping. Like this. You talking about that one?
Have we been there?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's where you rescued Kina Brightspark.
Should we go back to town? Or should we go see Susan? We already saw Susan, right? She made the
We're with
potions for us.
Susan right now. Yes. We can head back to the town and let them know that like we can either tell them that we killed the witch or that the witch just wants to be left alone. We do also have to continue making our way towards the Scorch Groove. Like we kind of stopped along the way.
I do believe we have the required materials to claim a reward.
Wait, what? For
The witch's amulet. The one
The
she
amulet Ocarina gave you to make sure he doesn't bother me more is proof that, quote unquote, I am dead.
oh
Yes.
yeah,
As
we can.
proof. When I
Sure.
suggested
Do that.
the head, he's like, "Oh, it's so barbaric."
Oh, so I'm using it.
Yes, indeed, Susan. That is the other issue.
I would say the main issue, yes.
Dear Susan, I have a question.
Dear
Dear-
Rollo, do ask.
In case we have to run into future battles, do you think you can have anything that can help me improve my rapier, my sword?
I'm no blacksmith, child, but did you have anything in mind? I do
Yes,
enchant
but-
often, for I try and help those lost in swamp by putting stones and obelisks around with blessings upon them.
Ooh.
But
I kind of I unsheath my sword and I kinda, two hands like hand to turn and point towards the handle. I have this I have the leather banding around it on the handle. Do you think you can enchant it with maybe some sort of protection spell that I can use when battle?
let me see. Where did you say you were headed again?
We are first going to return to Winter Reach and then see if we can do anything else there. And then maybe I don't. Anywhere else? We're gonna explore and see what the forest fires.
I can conjure something up. If you dip your handle into one of my concoctions, I'll make right here. I just need a few ingredients. Let me see here. Have you any shifting slime residue by chance?
Yes, actually. Hold on, and I take out my jar and I hand it to her gently.
That's perfect. You see, shifting slime that adapt to any sorts of magic that bounces off them. You throw fire at them, they become fire resistant. You throw ice at them, they become ice resistant.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
she
I can use
keep
this
the whole jar.
property. Yes. She pours it out onto the little like snail shell. You know, like that little cauldron she has. I think I actually have art for props in here that tells me. Yeah, I do. There it is. Jack just kind of pours it in there. You see her also look around. I don't have any reflective surfaces around here. I need a small mirror or just anything else that can reflect.
I have a shiny sword.
Are you willing to part with it?
Do I get it back?
That's not the definition of part with it. The item I will use will be destroyed in the creation of this potion of resistance.
Oh, here, take this butter knife that I had in my mess kit.
That will do. I can, as long as I can see my own reflection in it. Yeah, that's good. And she dips it in there. Now, Rollo, I'm gonna have you roll me a d10, please. As you look at the liquid bubble and shift colors as you use the butter knife and whatever was still left on it.
10.
You see the liquid bubble over froth and then freeze and then thaw as this liquid shifts to this bright cyan color. Dip your handle in it and it will soak up its properties. Susan of the Swamp begins to chant her spell. You can consider yourself resistant to the next cold attack that you received.
Cold attack.
Any cold base damage you have resist. I would recommend putting it under your feet or something, or somewhere where you remember. If you just present your sword in like kind of a parry or like a blocking motion, the enchantment will activate.
Got it. Thank you. Let me just put that in now.
Okay.
Susan.
Yes.
Sorry, I cut you off. Continue.
No, I'm here for your service. I can do this voice for days.
Susan, do you have any tips or tricks or anything that I can use in my taming process of Flare?
Sorry, ask again. You were cutting out a little bit. I understood that you want to tame Flare. What was the first part?
Tips and tricks?
In taming the beast, you seem to be quite fluent at it. Just keep feeding it. It seems to have already befriended you. It is likely that she will stick around, especially after all you've been through. And indeed, like Megan, out of character, like you've pretty much done all you can to tame this thing, and it seems pretty friendly towards you. Okay. I'm not gonna make you roll for handling it again. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I am proficient in that, so I would like to think it's good.
Yeah. Yeah. So if it's impossible to fail something, I don't make you roll. So you've become so good at with this bat that she seems to heed your word and the word of party. Get the sense that you guys are kind of her new colony for now, until.
You're not gonna call her Stockholm syndrome anymore.
Okay.
Who is holding her amulet?
It's in the woven basket containing the 2 healing potions. So whoever's holding on to that.
I didn't hear whoever did.
Yeah, I just keep it under party inventory because nobody specified.
Okay, got it.
What's in the basket, sorry?
Potions.
2 healing potions, a gift, like a velvet cloth sack containing a bunch of seeds and kernels that seem to have been enchanted by Susan as a gift to her friend Bagel over in town, and her amulet, a little ocarina on a string made of a snail shell.
Is the amulet shiny?
Sure is.
Levitz looks over at the basket on the floor, and he's he's like peering through all this stuff, and then he sees the glimmer, and he reaches in and takes it.
Oh no.
It has like 6 holes, 3 to each side, and a mouthpiece, and the air blows out from the other end from the snail shell, and should you play it, it makes a little fluty ocarina sound.
Ooh, nice.
Yes.
Well, so should we head into town to give those seeds to, what was the guy's name?
Yeah, sure.
Susan's friend.
We can do that.
Okay.
Bye, Susan.
Hi, Susan. Thank you.
Till we meet again. Alright, let me see.
Did you make the potions I brought the ice for?
Yes, so she made you 1 potion of greater healing. You can go ahead and add that. And either you can keep the eye that she didn't use, or you can give it to her to keep as sort of like credit for future potions.
I'll give her credit.
Cool. We're heading back to Winnowing Reach.
Alright.
Did Susan say where in town her friend is so we can give him the seeds?
It was like the outskirts of it. There's like a farm.
Yeah. I'm just putting on music real quick. For me and for you. Helps me think.
Did we rest the night? Are we leaving in the morning?
You
Oh yeah, we should do that. We haven't rested yet.
Yeah, you can either. You already short rested. You can turn into long rest if you want. Stay in Susan's or stay under the stars if you wish. And then make your way to Winnowing Reach in the morning for sure. Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Yeah. Wait till morning?
Let's wait till morning.
Why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have it just getting sleepy. It's past his bedtime.
Long rest time, woo.
Okay. As you wake up in the next morning and make your way to Winnowing Reach, you eventually reach it in a matter of a few hours. It is easier to navigate the swamp in the morning than it is at night, and your journey is not hindered by any other monstrosities.
Yay.
Yay, indeed. Play this. Play this, play that, play that for me. Thank you. Need to get in the mood. Winnowing Reach. I have the map here somewhere. There it is. It's not nighttime anymore, so I can turn that off. The blue hue. And make daylight. Boop.
Woo. Nice to go,
Everybody have vision?
I do.
Okay.
Yep.
Where are you headed first?
Give the item to their friend.
Okay. You walk around and eventually you find Bagel. She resides in a small dwelling north of the town center within a hillside barrow by her farm plot. This elderly woman, a turtle, speaks very slowly and thanks you younglings for delivering the seeds. I think I have a picture of her somewhere here. Bagel, Bagel, Bagel. I do.
Is she another hedgehog?
Next to the turtle.
Bagel.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
She like lives like here or something like that.
Nice.
Look at that turtle.
Bagel are cute. I love her. It's like adorable grandma.
She's so square.
She's very wrong. What are you talking about, square?
I love her.
It's great.
It's great. It's good. Nothing loads on my end, so
Live in
forgive
a
me for being a little
hole.
slow. Okay, there we go. Thank you all. The fruit that will grow from the seeds you gave me will bring much joy to the Reach. Especially with the Harvest Festival coming up. Of course, celebrations in a small village are nothing compared to the ones in Alderheart, but I will do my best to make the most out of it.
It's very nice.
Would you like some vegetables? I have a fresh batch prepared. It's good for your bones. I don't know what vegetables are good for. I don't eat vegetables.
Vitamins.
It's good for your vitamins. Yeah, have some. I have a variety from every plot of the land. For the land giveth what the land returneth. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm very old.
Thank you so much, Bagel.
You're welcome. And if you're headed to Alderheart, be sure to stay for the festivities of the season's close. You're in for a treat.
Seems kind of.
I'm gonna go bury the body in my backyard now.
What you got, Granny?
What if you were playing like a murder mystery and it just turned out to be like Granny is the murderer in the end?
I would not
look at that
believe
spade.
it.
Look at her spade.
Look at those eyes. Are those the eyes of mercy?
No. By the way, I never returned the wisp lantern. I stole it.
Your whisk is still wet? What?
The wisp lantern?
Oh no, I know. You still have it with you.
Okay, good.
You just left him in the dark. That's fine. He's gonna get eaten by giant snakes. That's fine. Whatever.
That's fine.
You think I'm gonna reuse an NPC? Like no. Think I'm gonna craft them around my other NPCs and spend days, whatever. No, you're fine. He doesn't need a lantern. It's fine. But like jokes aside, like maybe that's a katana you picked up in your days as a bandit. You know, take care of yourself a little bit, even though you are of pure heart. You know.
Is there
I'll go just
anything
forgot.
anyone needs in town, or should we head off towards the big tree?
Hey, does anyone know where the amulet's at? I'd like to collect our reward from the Magister.
Oh, yeah. Wait, we didn't kill her. Will he give it to us? Can we say we killed her and selected anyway?
Yes, wait, just give me the damn flute.
I have
Chuck
the
does not want to be part of this conversation. Chuck.
Nevitz will.
Okay.
I'll do it.
My
I'll-
son, are you ready
I'll do it.
to earn the favor of a corrupt politician?
Yes.
Good. Come this way.
Okay. So it's
I follow Pavo.
it's gonna be Nevitz and Pavo on this. The guard station at the door to the Magister's stately building steps aside as you approach, having recognizing your faces, letting you pass into this stately building over yonder, the Magistrate's office. Inside, the Magistrate Crane sits at his desk, a long quill pen in his hand, jotting down upon a long scroll of parchment. Pausing briefly to dip his pen in inkwell, he raises his gaze briefly and just kind of goes, is it done then?
It's finished. Nevitz, show the man.
Nevitz pulls out the amulet and says, "Yep, the witch is dead. This is
Ding dong.
we took this from her. It's very shiny."
It is. May I? He extends a clawed hand to grasp at it.
Nevitz hesitates for a second and he looks over at Pavo.
I only wish to inspect it and then destroy it and be rid of its foul magics.
And he gives over the amulet.
Thank you. Pressing the melted end at the bottom the melted end of like a wax stick. He presses it first to the candle at his desk and watches the flame, and then his eyes glance over to this artifact, and with a disgusting little inhale, throws it into the hearth behind him, and you hear the sizzle of fire as the amulet catches and slowly begins to blacken, and the shell begins to crack. He then turns back to his wax stick, and presses them at the end to the bottom of a document on his desk, pressing the signet on his left finger, applying his seal to the document. You may think me harsh, ordering the riddance of a seemingly innocent woman, but mark my words, magic is no plaything. Sorcery and the practice of dark arts should be contained within the halls of the avium, away from decent folk trying to live a safe and quiet life, where those who would know how to use it properly can shape the minds of future mages. A rogue sorcerer is guided by abyssal whispers, he shudders. It's bad enough that out there, the wildfires and the bandits lurking about. The last thing we need on our hands is a wild witch lurking about, wouldn't you say?
I completely agree, Nevitz says, nodding his head and lying through his beak.
The last thing we need is sorcerers and wizards about, just casting spells left and right. I won't have that.
We needed some sort of
Not in my
wild
town.
magic sorcerer.
Yeah, you're not even in the room. Yeah.
Oh, I know. It's funny. That's just saying it.
I
to
look
Neville.
at Nevitz and I just give him the eye as in don't say anything.
Anyway,
Nevitz just smiles and nods.
he turns his eyes toward the cracked shell. The amulet is destroyed. The ocarina is destroyed, absolutely. And he just goes, good riddance. What's with the shifty eyes? Why? What's with the weird looks? Do you question my decision? Do you?
Absolutely not. We just wanted to acknowledge what you were saying.
I kind of wanted to keep the amulet.
Nevitz like shiny
And why
things.
would you wish to keep the amulet, young one?
It was
Suspicious.
shiny.
It was a filthy thing, full of dark magics. Do you know why I was appointed to this office? The people needed someone to administer the law, and it is my job to ensure all are safe. I don't pay you to question how I run my town, or dwell into dark magics out of your control. Be wary,
Magistrate,
young one.
I think you speak out of line. Poor Nevitz just likes the shiny thing. He is but an uncorrupted child. He knows not of the things we deal with.
The severance of my words is well placed. I've seen what mine can do when curiosity is let to run amok. Now you be sure to keep your tongue in turn. You think yourself so sharp. Careful you don't cut yourself one of these days. You are dismissed. Your gold. He hands you like a small satchel with a bunch of coins in it.
When he shows the gold, Nevitz goes from looking like sad to immediately lightened up, and he's like, yes. He's completely forgotten about the amulet.
Oh my.
That's precious.
And the letter will be sent, Magister.
Ah, yes. He looks down at the document on his desk, contemplates it. Very well. Signs it real quick with a chicken scratch. Rolls it up, hands it to you. As promised, I'm a man of my word.
Thank you. If you have any future issues or ventures, let us know.
I will. You have
Come,
performed
Nevitz.
well, I'll give you that.
Let's go get you something shiny.
Turns toward Ashling. You may get out of my office as well, yes.
Oh boy.
Did he tell us before?
You have
how
a
much gold he
good
was
day,
giving us?
Magistrate.
You too.
As
Evan,
we walk out of the door, I'm
Don't
like,
be trying to grab any extra coins. We're gonna be divvying.
you see, when a magistrate's placed into a bum town like this, they get a little sour. You see.
That's actually good observation of exactly why I'm being an asshole. I'm just
Nevitz
saying.
just nods his head like, I understand.
Evans, if you're ever in a power position and they're like, hey, go to the booties.
Nevitz, if you're ever a top.
Don't do it, Nevitz. Tell them no. I am above this. I belong here in the city with the rest of you people. Understood?
I understand.
Good.
What you chewing there?
What's happening? What are you doing?
I'm eating on a nut. I'm eating a nut.
Is it a hallucinatory mushroom? All right. The rest of you, what's up?
Chungo paid
I
it.
wait for them kindly outside, and I ask them how it went.
He burned the necklace, but he gave us gold.
Gotcha.
We got our administrative document to get to the main city.
Nice. Let's head out then.
Yep.
Excuse me. Just a passerby villager burps in your ear.
How should we divide the money that was given to us?
How
How much
much
was given?
Evenly divides into 5 gold for each of you. The Magister is an important man of his word and promised you 5 gold for each. And 5 golds there is.
Okay.
Chungo, as you're bathing in the bird bath, you look over toward the bazaar nearby. It's like close enough for you to see. You see Eliza. She's halfway through preparations to leave when wing reach. She has already packed her cart. Is no longer selling her goods, just covering them up, and is preparing for her journey to Alderheart. Jasper, the bandit that you helped get out of jail the other session, you see him also nearby. He's actually closer, watching you bathe. Not like that, but like, you know, just
Not like that.
nice.
Oh, Chungo, there's a fiend watching me in the tub.
No, he's just watching you the way like he's watching you. Actually, jokes that he's watching you the way that like Bounty Coalition. You've been there long enough to know that this is the way like lookouts watch. They're just passively watching, people watching all the time to see what's going on, to keep an eye on things, and you know, not in a threatening way. He's standing under the shade of a nearby tree, leaning against its bark. In his cupped hand is a small bird pecking at a few sesame seeds. He's he's like deeply concentrating on a paper roll tied to the bird's leg. Just making sure it's tied there nice and tug as it's feeding.
I'll make note of that and continue my bath.
Sure.
Until the team is ready.
Yeah, the team is making their way through the bazaar, walking back toward the center town, I'm guessing, or whatever it is you wish to do from here. The reins are in your hands.
Are you guys back in the center?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, Chungo will get out of bath and get clothed up.
Yeah, sure. So as you get...
Wait. I get out,
okay,
and I do that thing that birds do where they shake and puff out real hard.
Yeah, puffy Chungo.
Nearly doubling my size.
And like your neck is all scrunched up into your neck because it's cold.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's totally exactly it. It's called shrinkage.
Uh-huh. So as you flutter,
Awesome.
you send a few...
Chungo's nice and taut.
Okay.
You send a few droplets like fluttering about, and the bird on Jasper's hand gets a little bit startled and flutters off and away, and you watch as it flutters eastward, away out of vision.
Jungle, sorry.
No, it's okay. I've already attached the letter. It's fine. I am... Yes. Just a little note to family, letting them know I'm okay.
Jungle nods.
Yes.
Chungo would like to ask, what are we doing now? Do we have any plans, or are we gonna follow them to Alderheart?
Did we go talk to Eliza?
Can we see? Wait, Tom. Can you show us the world map again?
Sure thing. Woo! I'm still here. Free experience.
Where's Alderheart?
Alderheart is actually in the center of the map, right over yonder.
The big tree.
Oh, that's where we came from, right?
No, that's where you're headed to. You came from Meadowfen over yonder.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's continue escorting Eliza. There.
Okay. Unless anybody else wishes to do anything last minute in Winter Reach for whatever reason. Okay.
Alright, Eliza, we will be glad to escort you with Jasper and so. Because I see the other ones are not here anymore.
Oh no, the other ones have taken the first opportunity to get the fuck out of here. Yes.
Yep.
But you managed to convince Jasper, or no, it seems like he wanted to stick around.
Alright, Chungo packs up, Chungo gets ready.
Okay. I don't want Q loop anymore, and I want to skip this. Okay, I don't want Q loop anymore. Sorry, rhythm is being a little iffy right now. And skip this. Clear. Force skip. Force skip. Now playing. There we go. Nothing's playing. Good. All right, off to Alderheart.
Rough day. You're welcome, recording.
Hmm?
Nothing. I just made stupid noise.
Okay. With Eliza in tow, you venture forth toward Alderheart via the northeastern forest path. Scorched land and black smoke can be seen on the western horizon where the fires have singed the wood to cinder. Ahead, the forest green stretches on as far as the eye can see. Actually, this is going to put us back on the map because yes. Alrighty. First and foremost, what's the marching order? Who wants to go?
I'll push the cart.
Okay. Anybody wants to go ahead of the cart in kind of sort of perspective to where it's at?
Can I ride on the cart?
Yeah, there's room enough for your 25-pound ass on it, yeah?
Yay.
I looked up how tiny he is. He's absolutely minute. I'm surprised. You are size small, right? Oh, yeah, you can absolutely fight from the cart. Easy.
Yeah,
Child.
I'm size small.
Yeah. I need to remember your size small, actually, because that actually works with a lot of neat mechanics.
Stuff, yeah.
Yeah, you can, squeeze into, tiny spaces.
You can share the same space as me, pretty much.
Yes, I believe.
That's what I did as Chung. What? Not Chungo. Toasty Buns.
He can end his turn in spaces beneath large creatures.
I need to be bigger.
Yes. But anyways, so just type out marching order, say if the cart is in the middle of you guys, somebody has to go ahead, somebody has to go behind, or you can just have the cart spear pointing it. It's really up to you guys. I just need the marching order. Okay.
That's all I know. Jungle before cart, because Jungle pulling cart.
Okay. I'll be behind the cart.
Okay,
making sure that no one's following us.
Sure, so there's Rolo in the back. Chungo, cart. Anybody going before it? Talk to me, people.
Hunter, where are you? Hunter is AFK. So is Meg, she said.
Do we want to take a break? Go to the washroom, do whatever it is we need while people are...
I really have to go, yes.
You go while people are away.
Okay. Can I send you the spider drawing? Hold on, let me send the spider drawing. I'll post it in general.
Spoon there.
I could do it colored. I'm not good with color. Tom can do color, or I can do it. Hold on, this is without color.
Biscuit.
Without color looks kind of weird. Just looks hairy.
Hey, the bot's not lagging anymore. Yay.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been running YouTube parallel to the session this entire time, and that's why I've been DMing and not DMing. So it's on and off. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta go. Hold on.
So I'm assuming we were gonna run the fuck away from that spider. Spider snake.
You could have done whatever you wanted, dude. It's D&D.
I don't know if we could have fought it. It's big, too big for Chungo would have been scared.
You don't know that.
I am Chungo. I would be scared if I were gonna fight it. Also, would it be a monstrosity
It will be a beast in this case, if you need to know. Because I decided so.
Yeah. I was just like,
these are the beasts that you'll find in Humblewood because it's such an ancient land of
ancient beasts,
wilderness, ancient beasts, and think of them like the boss that governs the section of a swamp. She's called the Brute Queen because that's her territory.
Yeah. No, I know. I was just thinking like griffins or whatever are monstrosities, not animals. Owlbears, right?
Are they? So yeah, it would be a monstrosity.
But this is an ancient beast.
Yeah,
Humblewood,
it's mostly because now it's late to say otherwise, and also
I know.
I want it to be a beast because I wanted the option of charming it to be a thing.
Yeah.
Because listen, if players don't want to do combat, who am I to tell them not to? I've been there on the other side where it's like, oh, we're fighting 3 mimics, but I don't feel like fighting 3 mimics if I can avoid it. You know?
Yeah, my other plan, if that didn't work, was just to fucking run.
It's just you don't get the notes I have for it if it's defeated or whatever, or like the area.
Yeah.
Right? You charmed it. Great.
Yep.
Moving on. Nevitz on card, Chungo with a card, Rolo avant-garde. Yeah. I'm just gotta wait for everybody to come back.
Remind me, were we supposed to be doing something in Scorch Grove? Or were we supposed to head to Alderheart first?
Alderheart. Scorch Grove is like where the fire was.
Right.
So we all pretty much know of it. Where are you in the cart order?
Marching order.
I'm on top of you, Chungo. Where else would I be?
Right.
Alright,
So you're on the cart pretty much.
Behind Chungo then? Taking every opportunity to just not play D&D, like...
just being a barrel goblin, man.
Yeah, just...
Bro, well, it can't be a barrel goblin. Let me play my character.
And just wherever Megan is, we'll find out after the break.
I'm here. I'm back.
Megan,
You guys heard me call.
where are you in terms of marching order? Are you in the back of the group, the front of the group, somewhere in the middle?
I'd like to be beside the cart, chatting with Eliza.
Okay.
Jungle spearhead.
Okay, so you want to be spearheading? Okay.
Well, with cart, technically, I guess.
Yeah, I got it. Alright. Cool.
It means I'm also spearheading because I'm literally on Chungo.
It also means Nevitz is technically spearheading because he's with the cart.
What's the marching order? Yes.
Yes.
Literally.
Okay.
I figured I didn't have to say anything because I'm just on the cart.
Oh god. So we have you're on the cart.
I was like, you're either on the cart or Chungo picked you up and put him on his shoulder.
And you're behind. Okay. In that case, the person at the head of the marching order, I'll have you roll me a perception check, please. That will be either Ashling or Chungo. Whichever one of you is kind of keeping...
Chungo
What
is
are we
pushing
rolling?
cart.
So Ashling, first of all, I don't have your right... I don't think I have your... Oh, right, no, you only got 1 HP from your level up. Right, I was like, why do you have so much, like, why do you have, like, no HP? Cool.
Because I rolled and I had terrible luck.
Right, Ashling, I'll have you roll me a perception check as you're keeping kind of watch of the road and whatnot. Cool. And then Rollo, you're at the tail end of the party. I'll have you roll a perception check, please.
Me? Okay.
Yes.
Hold on.
Oh wait, real quick. Are we not doing that thing where if you roll below average, you just take average?
No. Doing a little fun thing here, where I want to see what happens if you don't do that.
Okay.
Give things
I
a chance.
actually did the roll and rolled the average, which I thought was hilarious.
Happy for you. Okay, so within the hour, the forest around you grows thick. The distance between trees become narrow. The winding forest path proves treacherous. Lifted tree roots and canopy shroud the undergrowth. and threaten to trip you at every step and turn. And though the day is warm and pleasant, you can't help but feel some sense of unease. I'm gonna put you guys on the map. There we go. After a few more minutes, Jasper turns
That
to
looks
you.
suspicious.
After a few more minutes, Jasper turns to you all.
Yeah, that's looking a little sus.
That also looks a little suspicious. I'm sorry. Alright. Okay.
Jasper turns to you all and he just goes, "I'll be right back. Keep going without me. I need to pee."
That's sus,
Are you
Jasper.
gonna catch up to us, Jasper?
It's the road only goes one way. I'll find you around.
I wanna
Also,
stalk
I can just
Jasper.
follow the smell. And he points toward Pavo.
Chungo nods. Chungo
Yeah.
keeps pushing cart.
All right. I mean, don't wait for me. I'm a shy peer. I don't.
Anyone that insults Pavel Rudd is fine in Chungo book.
Yes.
Hey, where's Rolo?
I'm behind the cart.
Rolo's not on the map.
If you zoom in a little bit or scroll down or whatever, she's right there. Anyways,
Yeah, sometimes
she's
the
way
map
back
gets
there.
cut
Okay,
off.
sorry.
Theater
I
of
couldn't see her. I was
imagination,
like,
guys.
where's Rolo? I was
What the
too
fuck?
zoomed in.
Speaking of zooming in, what are those?
just fucking listen. Theater of the mind, okay? Ashling, while your keen eyes fail you not so often, something is very odd about the tree before you. You see it blooms with orangey fruits and whatnot that seem to be out of place. As
The
you're,
yellow dot.
yeah, as you're inspecting this tree, unfortunately for you, you don't notice the something amid the foliage before you, just underfoot, set about 3 inches off the ground and running the width of the trail. It's a thin tripwire tied between 2 tree trunks on either side of the road. The wire runs up along the tree trunk to your right and ends at a mechanism under some kind of tension, tied to what looks like an exposed small nest,
Bless you.
tubular in shape with much shutters on its side. A constant humming buzz can be heard from within, and you trip it.
What happens? What happens when I trip it?
As you set off the wire trap, you hear the whiplash sound as a branch swings around and just shatters this nest, releasing a swarm of angry wasps.
Oh no.
How big are these wasps?
They're wasps. They're wasp-sized wasps.
They're bug size in comparison to me.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna send Flare at them and see if she can burn a bunch of them. Like if she can projectile sneeze at them.
Flare, I
Start
choose you. You send Flare out, and she
Flare Blitz.
opens her maw and just flies through the swarm, dealing an adorable.
What
Hold
did
on.
she? What?
I want to rule Flare, but also I want to rule and not
Sleep?
Whisper.
Hell yeah. Eat them. She
Wait,
hungry.
she can eat them too. That's right. She eats bugs.
Gonna have a rule with advantage against her all natural prey. As she rules, please roll.
I mean,
She deals 2 damage to Swarm as she eats through it.
Flare's having a feast today.
Mhm.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Flare gets surrounded by the swarm and gets stung to and through. You hear like little squeaks of pain as she's fluttering back to you, hurt, and bringing the wasps with her.
oh no.
Flare.
What do you do?
Joker gets ready to fight.
I collect her and
She falls unconscious in your grasp.
I run behind Chongo.
You run behind Chungo.
Can I see the wasp?
Yes. Yep.
I will
Yes.
cast Gust to try and blow them away.
Go ahead. Can you roll it, please? Wait, what? Is that a
It doesn't
save?
even roll it. It doesn't even roll anything. They make a strength saving throw. Will be
Strength saving
pushed
throw
5
against your
feet away.
DC. Sure thing. They rolled a 1. You blow them away, dispersing them. I mean, it works.
Hey,
At
Jungle
ca-
puts his base back.
At the cost of your amber bat.
What do you mean the cost of my amber bat? She's injured.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Rollo, you rolled a 15 on perception. The fuzz on the back of your neck stands on end as you watch your party struggle with a bunch of wasps. But you feel watched. Peering into the underbrush, you spot 2 figures knelt in the bush, fiddling with a contraption at their feet. Some sort of a hollowed-out log aimed right at you. You see a spark of a lit fuse illuminate and you see like their sneering teeth illuminated by this spark. What do you do?
Dark Souls.
Roll,
You
please.
roll.
Do your namesake.
Rollo.
Sasha,
Yeah.
I'm talking
What
to
do
you.
you-
I've
what
been
do you
talking to you
do?
for like the last 2
Oh,
minutes.
I thought you meant like by the torch. I was okay. I let the party know. I waved them down. I'm like, there's I think someone watching us, and I think we should prepare.
I think you're about to get shot.
Is that all you do? Speech is a
Some
free
I
action.
I get down on all fours to duck.
Okay, you go
Where?
prone. Alright, with that action spent, I'm gonna have you all roll initiative, please.
Okay.
Thanks.
Hey, if I have to shoot Jasper again, no mercy.
Who's Jasper?
The one who
Jasper's
went for
the
a piss.
knife one.
Does it actually roll twice for both bandits? It does. Oh my god, my macro remote works.
It does.
It does.
Jungle got his shield out. Jungle using one hand mace.
Rolo, you and I have had no luck at these initiative rolls.
Yeah, it's okay.
I mean, she did get an action before combat, so I mean, that's like advantageous initiative.
That's true.
Yeah, she just gets to go after all of you guys. Coming from the north, up the road, you see more figures join in this seemingly bandit ambush. Spawn this, spawn that. Rollo, you hear thump as a bright flash briefly illuminates 2 silhouettes in the bushes, followed by a fast-moving projectile trailed by gunpowder smoke. The projectile splits open and spreads out into a weighted net, flying fast towards you. Because you're prone, I'm gonna have it rule with disadvantage.
Disadvantage? Okay.
I'm gonna
hold on,
have
let me-
it rule with disadvantage.
Okay, what would you like me to roll?
Nothing. I'm rolling for
Okay.
net.
Got it.
I'm rolling for nut.
I'm rolling for net.
It'd roll a 22 and a 22. That is very unfortunate.
That's a very good
Well, it's just a
net.
net. It's just a net.
It's a
Whatever.
weighted
I'm
net.
trapped under net.
The weighted
Yeah.
net.
Okay, so I am pinned.
I haven't.
I yelp.
Yep.
Well, I cry out for help. I help.
Is it?
Net has it just like it pins you under its weight. Yes, you are prone and
Okay.
restrained. Yes.
Rella like whisper to all of us like I think there's someone watching us from over there, and she like leans, she like gets down on the floor while doing so, and then just immediately gets
Netted.
At the same
I
time,
point.
yeah.
Yeah.
same time you hear a bunch of more shouts coming from the woods. Just barbaric rah! As more figures rush out from the underbrush. As chaos descends upon you, a loud whistle signals more ambushes to reveal themselves from their hiding places. Bandits. Cloth bands tied around their heads and their faces painted in dark, earthy hues. They assail you from all sides. Leaping forth from the branches above, a slender vixen in captain's padded leathers unsheathes her rapier needle, and with a flurry of fancy sword work, you see Frey Meriden. Oh, a familiar face. Say with a smirk to you. Where's she at? Where's her?
Was she whispering to?
All of you. Told you I'd be back. Now, how about a rematch? With a whoosh, she points her rapier at you and assumes a balanced jeweler stance. Chango, I'd lie and tell you that Crawl sends his love, but truth be told, he can't stand the mention of your name anymore after you have abandoned us. But for old time's sake, I'd hate to mark you. Your friends, however, I'm afraid they bruised my pride. You know how it goes.
This is the fox girl from the first day, right?
Yes. Frey Meriden.
This is when I tell you I've secretly been laying a trail of food for the snake spider behind us this entire time.
That'd be so good.
Did you pass a note to DM and whisper? No?
No, I'm kidding.
But it could have been serious.
I would love to have been serious, but I never passed you anything, so that wouldn't be fair.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Response?
I have a question about how cover works real quick.
So,
If I say I'm here, and I control this 5-foot square, do I have cover?
if you hide behind something, depending on what you hide behind.
Well, there's a rock here.
Yes, if you go behind the rock, you will have at least half cover. Yes.
Okay.
If you climb on top of it, you have no cover.
Okay.
Yes. But you can also not aim past it if you have total cover. That rock specifically is 5 feet high, it's half cover, providing +2 to your C if you hide behind it.
Okie dokie. Wait, I'm 3'2", and it's 5 foot tall?
Then you have total cover.
Can I aim around it?
As long as you end your turn behind it, you have total cover. Yep.
Okay, great. Is throwing ball bearings an action?
Yes.
Okay, I would like to dump 2,000 ball bearings this way.
You can go ahead and draw them. Because I ain't doing that.
Gotcha, boss.
Thanks.
How many squares is that?
20.
Per square?
20 squares. But hey now, says Frey Meriden. We're not savages. All I want is to ensure my men are well off as those high society aristocrats up in Alderheart. We've been watching you and we know you paid the old hag of the swamp a visit. So how about this? Hand over the basket and we'll be on our way. No one needs to get hurt.
Which basket is that one?
The one
with
The
the
one with, like,
potions and
healing
stuff that
potions and
she
stuff.
gave us.
The ones with like two things in it.
Yeah, that one.
The white dots that you're making is the net, right?
No, these are my 2,000 ball bearings I just
Oh.
let into the
Oh my
world.
god, okay.
Be
I want to
free,
draw a
well
net.
done.
How do I draw a net? I want to practice.
You have a net on
I
top
think
of your
you
face.
legit have a net on you right now if you look at your token.
No, I don't. I don't see it.
Yes.
Oh, there you go. It's very, very brown. It's very okay. I thought. Okay.
Almost like a net would be brown.
Imagine like it. Okay.
There's so many of them.
And more appear as time passes. Frey Meriden holds up her sword and waits for a reply to anything she says.
I
Who's supposed to reply to her?
Hey, I can't quite hear you. What was that? I'm getting old.
It's really tiresome for me to repeat myself, but if I must, I don't want anybody to get mocked if it's not necessary. Just give us what you have on your person, all your equipment, all your gold, and we'll be on our way.
That don't sound like what you said before.
Well, I changed my mind because you didn't hear me the first time, so now I want more.
How would you know what you said before?
Well, 'cause I
Also,
feel
that
like a
you know, your young fella there does have a point. No, I just know you're just being rude.
No, your mumble sounded different from the other mumbles. There's more of them.
Jungle pretty sure Pavel being rude.
No.
After Nevitz said that, he like covers his mouth with his hands, and then when Pavel gives the excuse about the mumbles, he just nods.
Maybe they don't think we mean business, boys and girls. Let's try we do mean business. She just snaps her finger, and you just hear this stretching sound, this elastic, as a slingshot sails right past you and knocks one of your scroll tubes out of your hand.
I have a scroll case for my scroll. Oh no, my noodle! My giant porcelain noodle, no!
You look up at the one of your scrolls and has like a hole through it.
Pavo's mad now. Pavo's an upset old man.
Perturbed.
No. Pavo, do you wish to do anything on your turn?
I believe I did an action to
Okay.
1,000 ball bearings. But perhaps I'll hide here.
Okay.
With full cover.
You cannot hide. It takes an action because you're not a rogue, but you can take.
Oh, I mean, like take cover.
Take cover behind it. Yes, for sure. So as you take cover, you see Freymer then turn to this sign right beside her. How do I show?
I forget what it is.
Shift L.
Is it control click?
What?
Are you trying to show the token?
Control L. No, I don't remember how. Yeah, how do you show tokens?
I think it's control.
Anyway, this Ursine, she dances toward it, and you see her start making gestures with her hands, some kind of magical spell, targeting this fella over yonder. And as she completes her enchantment, you see him grow in size, larger and larger and larger, until he's about 10 feet tall.
Is that a mouse?
That's a unit.
Oh, I found it. There we go.
Oh boy.
It's a big boy.
Yeah.
Hey,
oh, that's a bear.
Is that mouse's storage still the same size that it used to be?
No, it grows with it.
That's feels like cheating.
And as it grows and grows, he just goes, smash time! And he just charges forward with one thump after the other toward Eliza and just swings his mace.
Jungle shields it.
You shield when to hit?
Yeah.
Okay, you receive 9 bludgeoning damage as he just bludgeons your face instead of Eliza's.
Oh.
Eliza flees out of combat for now. Try not to trip on ball bearings. Yeet!
Well, she's a cat.
Yeah, she goes on all fours and just goes feral. Alright. Chungo, as you receive a bludgeoning to the head, you see another spark light over this direction as the two Mapaks rearm their contraption, this net launcher. What do you wish to do on your turn?
Chungo is going to move here so that he's in the way of these two. Chungo can't do much about that.
The trees are moving.
What is that thing?
That is that.
No. Can I?
That is a rushing, feral-looking, whatever.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
Looks like a ferret squirrel thing.
Yeah.
Oh god. What's the other thing that's on the ground? There's like it looks like a ballista or something. This
Is
thingy.
the net launcher?
Yeah, that's what shot Nebby.
Although the other thing is you made it impossible for the rest of us to get to Rolo because you put ball bearings between us and Rolo.
Behold, the ingenious
Yeah.
of walking
Chugga's
around.
going to take out his money pouch and throw it in front of it.
You're just giving your money.
Yeah.
I thought you didn't have money.
No, I took
I'm the one who doesn't have
the
money.
$5
Wow,
from
the
thing.
5 gold, just throw it in front of
Oh
him.
wait.
That mainly Chungo's possessions.
Okay, as you throw down the money, you see, even from this distance, you see Frey's eyebrow lift, a single eyebrow, and she just goes, good, he remembers the ways. Harm not the child, or that one. And she points toward Aisling. I've got a score to settle with that one. And she scratches where you nipped her in the ear.
Nevitz, come here.
Nevitz.
She's got a score, so she gave me a card.
What is it, Papa?
Gosh.
Nevitz, here. Take this 30 GP and go throw it somewhere.
Okay,
Are
thank
you
you.
telling me to hide it or give it to them?
Don't give it. Go hide it.
Okay.
I take the 30 GP, and then
I'm like waiting for him to
Aiming.
hide it in his bag.
Don't hide it in your bag, Nevitz.
aiming right here where I'm measuring, I'm gonna cast the sleep spell.
Alright. You see one of the bandits like lift up a spear and with a wild gaze in his eyes about to throw it as you cast sleep. I'm gonna guess it's what? Constitution save? Wisdom?
It's a certain amount of HP, isn't it?
Yeah. Can I get advantage on this if I use Tides of Chaos? I don't know if it would work like that.
That's not how Tides of Chaos work. Is it?
So it affects 17 hit points of creatures.
And it
Oh,
starts
wait.
with the lowest amount.
Go ahead and you
Oh, no,
roll
never mind.
17. Yeah, the bandit falls dead asleep. And what's the range on it that it spreads to?
20
20
feet.
feet.
So it would encompass all of them.
But it's one of those things where however much HP you
Oh,
get,
you
remove
target from
17.
here.
Yeah.
and it starts with the lowest HP.
It starts with the lowest HP. Okay, so only one of them falls asleep. Okay.
It's the only bad part about sleep is if someone has 16 HP, then it's like,
Still,
Them,
this
that's
one over here guarding this uphill route to the 20-foot cliff just falls asleep and drops his spear. Yep.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then
Hey, free 30 gold.
Go on.
I'll come over here and can I help roll it out of the net?
Please.
So that will require me athletics, please, as you with your child hands try to lift up the heavy net.
Oh boy. I'm just
Oh.
double checking first that Gus
Wait,
isn't
that's
a
not an
bonus
attack roll.
action.
Okay, never mind. Go on. So, I was reading Kai's cast. I need an athletics check to lift the net. You're struggling with a net. You halfway lift it, but it's gonna take you some time to lift it off. You might even need some help. The Ursine Bandit Leyline caster continues her spell, concentrating on the enlarged spell that she casts on the brute before Chungo, and as well as can she cast anything?
Just not another concentration rate.
Yeah, not another concentration, exactly.
I
Which-
misread the spell. That's really bad, honestly.
It's good and bad. If it's a lot of
thought it-
low HP creatures, bam, done. But if
I
it's like
thought
one
it was-
big boy,
I thought it was affecting hit dice, not hit points.
Yeah.
And I was like,
that
oh,
would've
that's
been
pretty
so good.
good. Because at our,
if
at
you're not
our
level
level,
17, you're
most creatures
just
are,
asleep.
You see from within the ground before you, Pavo, this greasy substance begins to emit from the soil and rise up and form into a black, shimmering pool of grease. Ashling, it's your turn.
Okay.
I'm going to. Is there a way to turn off this turn order thingy, or can I move it?
Just
You
move
can
it.
move it. You can.
Oh, I can move it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Move it over here. 'Cause it's in my way.
You can also double click turn order and it will minimize.
Really?
I believe so.
Oh, it does.
Same thing with any other window in Roll 20. Yep.
Didn't know that.
That's how you keep your character sheet open.
Why does my screen keep moving when I'm not moving it?
Sorry, I was moving it because I was focusing on you.
My ruler. Oh, I need the snappy thingy. Which one is that?
You
That's
press
it.
Q. You press Q as you hover your. Or you can just tell me what you want to do, and I'll just tell you how to make it happen. It's much faster than that.
What is the net covering Rolo made of?
Hemp rope and like iron weights, 4 of them, 1 to each corner.
Okay. I would like to use my whip to make a hole in the net so Rolo can get out.
Sure thing. Roll to hit. A 16 hits with 6 damage. You just slash a large gap through the net. Just goes across, and now for Rolo to escape the net.
Yippee!
Rolo, you're still
Wiggle
prone
out.
though. Just remember that.
Oh, okay.
But it is your turn next, unless Ashley wants to do anything else.
I would like to go and go behind the rock where Nevitt used to be.
Sure thing. Either way, it doesn't matter which route. Either you're walking through grease or you're walking through ball bearings. It will require you to make a dexterity saving throw, unless you're stopping where you are. That's a success. You successfully maneuver through the ball bearings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also get total. And I'm a rogue. Can I hide behind? I
You can
hide
hide as
behind
a
it, right?
You can hide as a bonus action. Yes.
And I have the cunning thingy, so I can use it, right?
Yay. Yes.
Cunning action, so I can hide
Yes.
as an extra action.
You can always click on it, and it will put it in chat, so I can read it, so I don't have to open up your character sheet every time. But yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
Megan, does Ashley not have proficiency with her whip?
In what?
Do you not have proficiency with your whip?
According to the chart here, I do not.
Okay.
I think whips
I don't
are...
know how to gain
I think
proficiency, but
whips-
in the base proficiencies that are on my thingy, I don't have.
The reason is that because whips are martial weapons, and rogues don't have proficiency with martial weapons. They only have proficiency with simple weapons. But you can still use them, just not with proficiency. Yes.
Yeah, martial.
Do I have proficiency with my dagger though?
Yes,
And my,
it's a simple
and my
weapon.
short bow.
Yes, it's a simple weapon. Rolo.
Yeah, I'm just reading my.
No time like the present.
Okay. Gosh. Okay. I'm out of the net. Everybody's hiding behind the rock. I don't know where to engage.
And then the rock rises. You see 2 hands come out of the rock and you smash.
Tom just
I
being
mean,
like,
she does want to duel with you.
you didn't want combat, I'll give you combat.
Okay.
I would rather. She's pretty tough.
I want to make an attempt to approach and help Tango and go over the ball bearings. So what do I do?
That will be a dexterity save off of the ball bearings.
Dexterity. Just dexterity.
At 22, I don't even have to look it up. It succeeds. I was opening up the document to be like, oh, what's DC for them? It's DC 10. Easy.
Okay.
You just glide over them. You're still prone. You gym glide over them. You pull a Pavo.
You roll with them.
Body surf. Body
No,
surf
no,
over
no.
them.
I get up and I leap over. I make a wide leap over and I hop beside Django.
Yep.
And I want to make a slash at the rat boy.
Alright. Go for it.
Okay, with actually, can I throw my net over?
What?
Can I use I have an iron net. Can I attempt to throw that over him?
Oh yeah, for sure. He's size large. It will still work on him.
Okay, I have no idea how to. I
You
guess
just
use net.
how to do net. Roll me a dexterity dex roll, just pure dex.
Okay.
That hits. Even without modifiers, it hits.
Oh, okay.
You throw the heavy net over him, and it gets tangled in his large mace and all awkward like, and he just goes kneeling and is counted as prone.
Okay.
All right.
I think that's it.
Bandit Runner is asleep. Does he roll anything to get out of sleep? Nevitz.
I have to double check that.
Please. I can also scroll up, but
Oh my god, there's so much writing.
I know, right?
Oh.
It just says 1 minute.
1 minute. He straight up just sleeps through it. Cool. Frey Meriden just sneers at you all from her 20-foot cliff, watching the battle unravel. Still has her rapier pointed toward Aisling in a kind of taunting gesture. Or where she last saw her, and she just goes, "Come face me, coward."
It says they wake up
Oh,
if they
good.
take damage, but
Yes.
they don't.
Or
make me
someone
saving
takes a
throw.
turn to wake them up.
Yes.
There was an easier way to get to her, maybe, but she's standing on top of a fucking cliff.
Just yell at her, like, come down and
Yeah, taunt her.
yell at her, come down and face me. Come down.
No balls.
Yeah.
No ball.
Also, by the fact
balls.
she just slashed Rolo open last time, she's intense.
I mean, you
Oh,
have
I-
one
I
more
don't
HP
think I
than
was
last
close
time,
enough.
so like.
I don't know if I was close enough to hear her. I was like struggling with the net, so I don't really know that she's there yet. I'm focused like helping Chungo. I was like stuck under the net, so I didn't see her yet.
Pavel, thanks to your cover, you just hear think of like some projectile, like some hard nut, rock, or something bounce off and spark off the rock above you, as one of the lookouts tries to slingshot you. What do you do on your turn?
Oh, I'm going to shoot the bear in the shoulder.
You line a shot. It's gonna be an awkward shot upwards,
Why?
but
I have like 100 feet of range.
Yep. Nice. Roll for damage. 10.
Yes.
Yes. The arrow sails, hitting her in the shoulder as she growls, "Arr!" but maintains her enlarged spell on the creature, nonetheless taking a good amount of chunk damage, and you see she's pretty bloodied. And like a look of concern spreading across her face.
Lovely.
The spell maintains.
What a shame.
The thug in his net struggles to get out.
Does that look flammable?
It smells flammable.
Okay. Thank you.
The thug struggles in his net, losing some of his momentum, but he doesn't have enough time to both take off the heavy net that you place upon him and go for a swing, and he spends his entire turn just getting it off him.
Got it.
You hear a second thump as a second net shot sails across toward Chungo. Chungo, I'll make you. Can you make me a dexterity save throw, please?
Jungle very dexterous.
Yes. Unfortunate. You see the net wrap around Chungo, restraining him and making him drop prone.
Jungle does not have any sharp objects.
Chungo, it is your turn. Of course it is.
Jungle will strength athletics or whatever
Cool.
to get out of. Jungle gets out of.
You not only do you rip it, you absolutely destroy it so much, and you look into the bushes, and you see the Mapuks are terrified. They're like, "We just shot him! We just shot him!" You get to have your full turn for that natural 20.
Oh hey,
Yay.
Jungle is accepting that we will fight now. Seeing that everyone else wants to fight. Jungle will go for a mace slap on big boy head. Jungle misses mace slap big boy head. But Jungle will not use Axe to Church.
Okay.
Jungle has turn.
The big rat doesn't even notice that you're like hitting his like thick armor, and is just still busy with that net. As Nevitz, it is now your turn. As Dad doesn't chill at 9 o'clock at night, just hammering away.
Hey, at
Not
least you're
11
better.
yet.
My neighbor, almost every night at 9 o'clock, she vacuums. And I'm like, who the fuck vacuums at 9 o'clock?
That reminds me, I got a vacuum soon.
I don't own a vacuum. I sweep.
Never.
Yeah, look, Pablo, your ball bearings did something. This skirmisher that was rushing towards you fell prone and lost his turn.
Oh,
By the way,
man.
is that an individual dex check per square of ball bearings?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I had to step away for a second.
Go, tiny bird, go!
Or never use that wild magic. Summon a demon.
Nevitz, from his pocket, pulls out the very shiny diamond that he bought
God.
previously.
Oh no! Don't do it. Not polymorph. If that's what it is.
No.
Oh good.
You see the
And
diamond start turning.
diamond
Go ahead, yeah.
The diamond begins to glow a bright blue color as an orb of seemingly liquid ice flows from it, targeting the caster up on the hill. Up here. And while doing that, sparks seem to shimmer off with Nevitt's feathers as wild surge magic. So, gonna roll this with advantage.
Yes.
There you
23
go.
hits. I thought it was Chaos Bolt that you were casting. I was like, no.
Oh no, it's
Oh,
just chromatic orb.
My God.
22
Such a
cold
good spell.
Holy, that's near max damage. Damn.
So
Good
you
old
send
level
it
1.
sailing forward. The spell hits her, and she goes down on one knee, and she goes, "Oh no, no!" And she fucking rolls a con against a 11 save.
Yeah.
Yes.
Against an 11.
And barely manages to hold on to the enlarged spell before it drops because it doesn't matter. That's all of her HP. I don't know why I'm doing this. She passes out, and the guy just goes, "No, my power!" No!
Hey, Rolo, you should toss him into that oil spill.
He's covered by a
It's not my
net.
turn.
Oh,
I've just
Rolo's
smalled it
still
to
coming
death.
by a bit?
It's not my turn.
Oh,
So
Nevis, anything else on your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Nevitz is gonna cast Tactical Nuke with a bonus action.
Ashling. Oh, also, I mean, the 100 dude.
Yes, yes.
I'm gonna save Pavo a turn. And I'm gonna go over here. And I'm gonna use my magnifying glass because it's daytime. I'm gonna use my magnifying glass, find the right angle of the sun, and light the grease on fire.
All right.
You don't have a torch? You could use
The magnifying glass.
Pablo like huddles against the rock as much as possible.
You don't have like a tinderbox or something?
I have a magnifying glass, so I'm gonna use the power of the sun and angles.
It doesn't take much effort at all to apply a little bit of heat to the greasy oil as it catches on fire. You turn around.
Does that count as my action?
Yes.
Okay.
Turn around, you look at Nevitz, and like all of his feathers have just molted off. He's just standing in a pile of his own gray feathers, and he's like pink skinned, and it's wild, man.
What happened?
no.
55, your health falls out but grows back only within a day.
No, it looks down. He's like, I'm cold.
So cold.
Oh,
fire!
On.
Yeah.
I don't
Wow.
understand what happened
I
to
hit him
him.
with cold energy, and I suffer cold in return.
Right, Rollo.
Wild magic.
Okay, I have a question. So I don't know how to point or click on the map and to have
What do
a
you wanna
little
do?
circle pop up. On the two muckbucks on the sides who keep throwing the nets, do we know them? Are they Jasper's friends? Do we know them?
You don't know them.
Okay, I attempt.
They're bandits. They were Jasper's friends at one point.
Are they still now? Are they?
It's not something you can deduce in 6
Oh,
seconds.
okay, I'm gonna yell it to them. Hey guys, we saved your pal Jasper. Do you think you can consider not?
They yell back,
fighting with
yeah,
them?
yeah, that brat did his job, but apparently he didn't have the heart to tag along for your beatdown. I guess getting cold feet is infectious if you spend enough time around deserters. And they look at Chungo.
Chungo remind you, you're talking to Chungo.
Okay, is that an action?
Fucking reel back.
Chungo, big man. That's all.
Okay, I don't. Was that an action? Attempting
No,
to talk
that's
to them?
talking is not an action.
Okay.
You're setting fire to
I
the forest
didn't
is an
know-
action, but you know.
Throw the rat in the fire. Throw him in.
I don't. It's so cruel. Okay, I look away and push myself forward to attempt to.
So
push the
that'll
rat in
be
the
a
fire.
nice shove action. It's an athletics roll, please.
Okay, let me look at
Resisted by the, no longer big boy.
Athletics. I have.
He rolls a natural 1. So rattled is he by his reduced size back to his frail form that you push him into the fire. Past the grease, he slides, catching fire, and just fuck. Sorry. Why did it go back? There you go. Yeah, you push him in. He suffers.
I'm a murderer. I feel so bad.
Suffers 12 fire
It's
damage.
okay, Rollo. You did what needed to be done.
As close catch fire continues to slide, and he just bumps against the rock, and he's now on fire himself.
Okay.
He's not dead yet.
No, but he's burning up.
He's on fire like
no.
a dope maniac.
Cool. This guy is still asleep. Frame Air then sneers at you all, seeing that things are going not quite her way, and her caster is down. Should have known. You bird folk spent so much time high atop your perches, always looking down upon us. You're all oath breakers. We should have never let Strig into our ranks, Chungo. After everything crawls down for you to just up and leave, it disgusts me.
Chungo trying to find proper way.
There is no proper way. The council must fall. You don't see this now, but you will see it later. Bandits! Retreat! And she gives a signal as you watch with all her effort, she begins to drag her companion back into the forest, and the bandits begin to retreat. This lookout crawls down the tree and runs. Pavel, do you wish to do anything?
I do. Is the fox still there?
Yeah, she's helping her friend up right now. Yeah.
Lovely. I'm gonna help her with a little bit of a shove. It's natural 20 hit.
Yep.
Aiming straight for the thigh.
Oh my gosh.
It hits and deals solid. What is that? 11? Yes. As the arrow sinks through her thigh, she just goes, fuck. And she is very disadvantageously begins dragging her friend away from the cliff's edge. And hopefully out of range of your arrows. So occupied is she that she seems to forget whatever she has had on that part of the cliff, her equipment or whatever she had prepared, she doesn't even care anymore. She's just leaving that behind as she's dragging her friend. The thug is rolling around, taking fire damage, burning up. He gets up and limps away at 15 feet speed.
I believe that you can use an action to put out fire if he wants to do that, or if he's just dashing.
Yeah, it's grease. The two bandits in the bushes just drop their contraption where it lays and just retreat into the woods. By the time they make it out of your vision, they're gone. Jungle, do you wish to do anything?
Can I see this guy sleeping?
Yes.
Jungle's gonna pick up a rock and throw it at him.
Just add insult to wound.
I mean,
Roll-
I actually was
wake
gonna
him up.
shoot him as
Roll
well.
dex.
Oh, it was bad.
It's enough. It just hits. It hits him in the head and just goes, what? Oh yeah, we're fighting. Wait, we're not fighting. Why is that guy on fire? Oh god! And he starts retreating, leaving his pile of spears behind, and retreating to the bushes. By the time you don't see him anymore, he is gone.
Jungle, pick up his money and then get the card ready.
Aren't you a bit far to go pick up his money?
Unless anybody else is in front initiative order. Frey, you see her disappear from the cliff's edge as she drags her friend into the bushes and, using bandit routes, disappears in turn. A certain veil of dusks seem to follow them and help them with this effort. The bandit thug is the only one left running, trying to put himself out, and he's leaving a small trail of cinder in his wake. If you let him go, he will escape. But it's
I'm gonna whack him on the head with my cane.
You whack him as he passes by, and he just goes, "Ow!"
I
No,
will-
fall over, you bitch.
I will,
Back here.
What are you doing, Nivets?
I will cast Prestidigitation to put out the fire
Oh, thank you.
on him.
Thanks.
Rolo, I think there's some nets over there because yours kind of got taken away by the rat on fire.
No, it's just here in front of Chunko. He took it off.
Yeah, he took it off.
We took it off.
Actually, can I investigate this cannon thing?
All
Cause
right.
on my
Yeah, I'm just trying to get out of this epic music. There we go. Thank you.
So remember, Pavo doesn't have money.
I like climb over this little.
Did you not pick up your 5 coin that you dropped on the ground?
That's not. I picked up my money. There was just another action that happened that I won't specify anymore.
I would. Let's Tom wrap up everything and then we'll do what we do.
I mean, I'm wrapped up. They've run away. If you're letting
Oh,
me go,
lovely.
they'll go.
Cool.
I'm just doing one thing at a time here. Rolo, you investigating the cannon?
Yeah, is it like? Can I carry it on my back or
Yeah,
something?
I mean,
or-
it can be easily
Is it like-
disassembled. It's like a scrounge-crafted device that can shoot nets up to, like, you just witness it shoot like 30 feet
Okay.
away.
I might like if next time we stop, I might like upgrade it or something. But I take it.
But it
'cause,
is,
like,
yeah, you can carry it. It's pretty light. It's made out of like a log and a couple of sticks. It's scrounge crafted, you know, with the talent of the Mapox. They can just make anything out of anything. It requires gunpowder to operate, but luckily for you, a small hollowed out horn is tied to it, with enough gunpowder for what looks like 3 more shots.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll take it all into my inventory.
Be sure
what's
to
it
do
called?
so because net launcher or whatever you
Were
want to
you
call it.
gonna go check out the cliff, or can I go check out the cliff?
We can go check out the cliff.
We can go check. Okay,
Of course.
let's go check out the cliff, Pavo.
We check out the cliff.
Okay. Let me see here. Amid their possessions, the bandits leave behind a small bird cage containing the bird that Jasper held in his hands. The cage's bottom has a few sesame seeds amid the straw.
I should send a message to Jasper.
We should read it.
Yeah. Let's read the message.
What message?
Is there one attached to the bird?
Not anymore.
Can I attach a message to the bird?
Do you open the cage?
I open it slowly.
You open it slowly. The bird lingers at the the threshold of the opening and lifts up one leg. Trained.
He wants a message.
Oh yeah, we should send. Wait, is the cat lady, the Caracal? What was I keep forgetting her
Send
name.
Eliza?
Jasper a message saying.
Yeah. Where's she? She went to go.
She's putting out the grease fire to guys. Started using whatever she can find in her cart currently. She's pouring potions onto it. She doesn't even have like enough water because she sold it all. But
Got it. So maybe we should tell her that we recognize
not
that that's from Jasper. She should be careful.
Anyways,
So,
I was gonna write, I will find you. And I will defang you.
anything else?
I'm with Pablo.
Anything else you wish to write?
From the
Yeah.
the spider snakes.
From the spider snakes.
Yes.
Okay.
Whenever you're done writing, you can roll it up, and should you tie it to its leg, the bird cocks its head and awaits for further instruction. Doesn't receive any.
Fly, my beast.
And after a moment of hesitation at the threshold, it flies off due east. Leaving behind only the birdcage.
I'll just attach that to my backpack.
Is there anything else besides the bird on top of the hill?
No. Just a trail of blood in the grass where you
Is
hit
this-
frame of thought.
Oh, that's the birdcage. Never
Yes.
mind, I'm dumb. I guess I'll go collect these spears and throw them in the cart.
You find 3 spears.
I'm gonna go back to see Eliza
Yep.
and ask her if she has any healing supplies that I could buy from her to help out poor Flair.
Don't you have some from the witch? I mean, that's what they were here after. You were so keen on not giving them away, so you still have them.
Guys,
Then
would
you
you
can-
mind if I use a healing potion on Flair, or do you guys want to save those? And I
Would you
will
like
roll.
me
And I
to
will
use
roll for
my
medicine
healing kit?
instead.
I can use my healing kit, which should give us quite a
Nothing.
bit.
It only
Oh, you have a
stabilizes
healing
creatures.
kit?
Well, I'm sure there's a salve.
No.
If you
A
have
healing kit only
healers-
can be used to stabilize a creature to 0 HP.
Is it stable?
Who? Flare, yeah. It's just bee stings.
Can
Then
I?
I'll just-
Oh,
then
sorry.
Flair's fine. Just needs to sleep a little bit.
If I do nothing, will Flair just be okay next time?
Yeah, after an hour of rest, creatures usually regain consciousness in D&D. She's just, a 2 HP creature, frail. And I'm kind. I'm not gonna kill a bat with 9 damage to a 2 HP creature, even though that's the rules.
Don't be one of those directors that kills the dog in the movie.
Yeah, no. Roll what?
How many pieces of fruit can I collect from the tree?
Oh, it's a fruit tree. You can collect as many as you want. There's handfuls of it. They all seem to be good and ripe.
Okay, I'll collect
Rolo,
like.
can I have a few as well for Flair when she gains consciousness as a sorry?
Sure. Yeah, I'll
Thank
collect
you.
a couple hand.
Your hands are tiny.
Yeah.
Little ferret
Handfuls.
hands.
There you go. Let's go with that. Handfuls of fruit.
Yeah, like four meal portions wise of fruit. If you were to have like a snack.
Cool.
Yeah. Just pieces of beehive are still strewn about in the dirt, and a few of the bees still linger, but not enough to
You
passes
said
as
they
a
were
threat.
wasps. Are they bees or are they wasps?
Wasps, bees, yes.
Because wasps don't create honey. If it was bees, then we could go get some honey.
No honey.
It's both. Dang. Wobbies.
Bee wasps.
Wasps.
Are you saying that
Wasps.
even though you're calling them wasps, they still have a hive that create honey?
No,
Yeah.
it's like a hive made of like mud shoots. Because it's the kind of a transitional between the forest and the swamp, so they get mud from swamp and they live here in the forest.
Almost like paper mache.
Ew.
Yeah, exactly like paper mache. There's actual wasps that are called wasps that make paper mache.
They make paper mache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're more common in Canada.
Well, says Eliza, your escort proves so beneficial, and I'm thankful once again. These roads are dangerous. I don't know what I would have done without you, bro. Probably would have been robbed blind.
For a second time.
Friends of yours, Chungo?
Did you want to keep some of
We
your
did
ball
get-
bearings?
Hmm.
We did get robbed
Mhm.
blind, Nevit says sadly.
Nevitz, I believe.
The jingle
I'll
of 30 coins in his pocket.
No,
my money
it doesn't
back.
jingle. Oh.
As
They took it.
Nevitz, no one even got close to you. You were right beside me.
How do you
I
know?
threw it.
I was standing by him.
I threw it when I moved back.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't
did
don't
you?
give the kid a hassle. A kid would never lie.
Oh, I've literally seen
Mhm.
Nevitz lie. Like, he lied to the magistrate. Very obvious.
That's different. You told me to.
You guys lied to the magistrate? The witch is still alive?
No.
No.
We lied about other business.
Ah, okay.
God, don't be so presumptuous. In
I-
our
you're
Wait,
right, I shouldn't
Wouldn't Eliza already know we went to go see the witch because the fox lady told her we did?
Yeah, you went to deal with her, and you went to rid of the swamp from her evil magics. Yes,
Yes, and we didn't. We saw a snake spider.
and you robbed her of all her possessions, and that's why the bandits wanted them, because they're powerful magical
Yes.
artifacts that
Exactly.
if in the
You
wrong
have
hands.
The exact
Yeah.
image in your head of exactly what
Mhm.
happened. I'm so proud of your deductive ability is impeccable. Now, Nevitz,
Pavel, be careful around
Pretty
that
much
all
like
that
that.
all that muck. You might slip.
I did shovel a bunch of dirt on it.
Okay.
Nevitz,
That's how I
Nevitz,
put the fire.
Nevitz,
Chungo starts pushing the cart.
Nevitz. Don't make
I
this
don't
old
have-
man shoot you with the ankle.
I don't have the gold.
Nevitz. That's my.
You
that's
told
my-
him to hide the gold, didn't you?
He didn't hide it though.
How you?
I threw it to them.
I'll
Oh,
just
goodness
put everything on Nevitz's tab from now on.
I like how this old man is charging a kid.
Nevit's just running around like I didn't do anything.
Let's see any money. I'm not gonna buy another diamond.
Looking at
I didn't-
30 gold coins. Oh, I didn't steal nothing. Jingle jangle jingle jangle.
What the fuck is happening with the fucking rhythm
Tom,
bot?
what's playing in ambience right now?
I know, right?
I didn't even
said-
hear anything.
I thought we were showing it to them.
Also, Nevitz,
Some-
you should check that bag to see if I actually gave you 30 gold or I gave you 1,000 ball bearings.
You said you gave him 30 gold. You can't just pull it back with that.
No, I have to start sending messages to Tom, be like, I actually gave him ball bearings and not actual gold.
Yes, you do.
That's
Did
how
you
you light
not
a party.
collect back some of your ball bearings?
I'm just gonna
Or
go
did
buy
you just
more.
leave
Waste
them
of
speed
time.
across the path for the next person to
That's
roll over?
2,000 balls.
Not like-
some of them.
I'm not wasting my time on that. Chungo's pushing the cart.
Chunker's already like a mile before you guys. He's already gone with Eliza.
Chungo
Eliza's just like-
fucking done with that.
Eliza's just
ball.
like, "Are you gonna wait for your friend?" Chunker's like, "No."
I'm going with
Okay,
Chungo. Chungo has my house.
Stop your hands, my barrel.
Our barrel. Chungo.
What if like Chungo left his
I'm gonna
barrel
fix
back in
you
the
one
swamp?
day.
One day, but not today.
Are
Anyways,
you talking about the path to Swampwood?
after some distance more of walking along the forest trail, somebody's bashing their head against their mic. Holy shit! Are you okay?
That's your sister,
Yeah, I
by
know.
the way.
You come to a splitting road. One road sign stands amid this three-way, one pointing to Winnowing Reach, another one is pointing toward Alderheart, and a third sign pointing toward a place by name of Marshview. Marshview kind of going toward the south east.
I'm sorry, Tom. I gotta go to the washroom again.
How dare you?
Yes. Guys, we're going to Alderheart, yes?
Mhm.
Oh, good.
Memory's still in place.
Get even more ball bearing. Oh my god, we can weaponize them in the net launcher.
What? No!
You could.
Yes. I will.
Just a propulsion cannon. Like, that's all it is.
It's okay. I will make
Neat.
a blunderbuss.
A few more hours pass as night begins to descend, dusk sets, and the stars come out. You wish to travel overnight, or do you wish to take a rest here? You can force march, you can take camp. It's your choice.
It is Nevitt's bedtime.
It's bedtime.
I guess we'll use Chungo's secret talent to find us a nice secluded safe spot.
Sure thing. Following Chango's bandit routes, you venture a little bit on an off route in the forest, not too far away from the road, as he leads you to a peaceful glade of some sort. A very popular place of rest among the bandits, but you know, Chango knows that they're not resting here at the very moment or in the near future. You see a giant elk appear in a peaceful glade, drinking from a mysterious pond with an abundance of plant life around it. There is a sense of calm and holy serenity here. Smooth river rocks that make the riverbed look very familiar to you, Rulo. The stone looking very much like the same one that your compass is made from.
Okay, I take note of that. Can we approach the elk person? Maybe I can ask him something about that compass.
While you do approach the elk person that's drinking and ask it your questions, it doesn't seem to react to you, for it is a beast that doesn't speak a language, but nonetheless it acknowledges your presence without any alarm. Seems to be affected by the serene air of this place.
I hand out the compass to him and point at it. Maybe he can help me with it.
Like, approaches with his snout to it, gives it a sniff. You see like the mist come off from his nostrils as it leaves a little bit of a dewing on the rock and stone. Give it a little salt lick, and then just lumbers off away. It is but a beast of the forest.
Okay.
Tom, the name is escaping me. What is a deity a raptor would normally...
Religion check, please.
Okay.
Of the raptor?
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember what his
Rhea.
name was. Rhea? Okay. Was it okay if I go set up a little blanket and do a little meditation?
Yeah, for sure. As you set up a little blanket and pray in the servant shrine, the breeze around the spawn hugs you, Pavel. Let me think.
Pavel feels warm and hugged. Like the embrace his wife used to give him.
Okay. Yeah, you feel the wind pick up, bringing with it a scent of wildflowers intermixed with ash and cinder from distant scorched groves. The wind picks up some more. You hear whispers in the breeze speak in a breathy, relaxed tone like the slow exhaling of air. Primordial words of ages past swirl around your senses and hint of fortune and woe interwoven into your very thread of fate and destiny. This curious, playful wind guides you like it did so many times before, uplifting your spirit and filling you with a sense of determination for what's to come. You hear these iron words whisper, seek out unknown horizons. Your gifts can take you anywhere if properly harnessed.
Oh, that's right. Wind touched. All those years. It's good to remember.
Rollo, as you take in the surrounding space, you watch, Pavo and his meditation and whatnot. Is there any information you were seeking from the compass? Because this place, while connected to servant deities and such, if you're wondering if it is a shrine, it is.
Okay, right. I want to go investigate and go inside the shrine. Maybe and open up the compass, see what it does.
Well, the compass isn't open. It is a river rock with a symbol upon it, a symbol of Freya, the little compass of Ivy. You are able to attune to it and perhaps open up figuratively. This place is marked among many others throughout the map, and should you want to, the compass will lead you back here to the Serenity.
Do the Serenity?
To the Serenity of this place. To this holy place.
Okay,
To
I'll
these
do that.
healing waters, to this life around the pond.
Okay. Do I have to do an action or something? I just need to know for next time.
You just concentrate on the item and it leads you back here.
Got it. I'll do that then.
Without getting lost, essentially. Right?
Yeah.
As you guys settle into the night, whoever wants to pull Night Watch may do so. Eliza.
I'm down to pull Night Watch this time.
Sure. Surrounded by the wind and guided by it. The night is quite pensive, and you witness throughout the night as your companions go to sleep. You witness a passive bioluminescent purple mushroom root meander from the tree line, this fungal giant just passively meander to the pond, leaving these bioluminescent trail with each step onto the grass. It makes its way through the clearing and then dips to take a refreshing dip in the pond itself, just kind of starfishing and man-spreading itself as it dozes off with you guys. And you can start hearing it snooze along just with its breathy snores that it takes through its gills.
Is there any ivy around?
Yeah, the pond just really stimulates plant growth all around it.
Great.
Ivy.
I'd like to take 4 of my arrows and bind it in a circle of ivy, forming a compass. And I'd like to add the symbol of my god to the area.
You make the symbol Freya, and where the N of north is drawn in a symbol, it seems to almost glow in the moonlight and hover above ground a little bit, pointing true north. The wind shifts to blow in a complementary direction.
Lovely.
Right. By morning, the myconoid becomes still. This fungal giant melds into the surrounding plant life, becoming one with it, dying to live again in this eternal circle of life and death, becoming one with the shrine. I think 9:30. This is a good place to call a session. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Trent has to go, even though he does not work. He doesn't want to break his internal clock, and I'm sure other people have other things to do. But thank you so much for playing, and I'll see you guys next Monday.
Yeah.
Alright, see ya.